Get ready to match the stars. Gary Berghoff, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley, Sarah Kennedy, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now, here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rayburn.
Hello, testing 1, 2. Nice to have you back, my dear. This sweet little lady is Sarah Kennedy, and Gary, we haven't seen you in ages. We've missed you.
It's been a long time.
Yes, you've been all over the country, huh?
Yeah, I have. I've done nightclubs all over the country.
And soon, well, and of course you see Gary Berghoff on MASH, that marvelous show that's on CBS. Haven't seen you in ages either.
I know, you've changed.
Oh, your cold is worse today.
Is it?
Oh, listen. Say ABCD.
ABC, does that mean our date's
Cold as last
Yeah, the
week.
date's off for tonight. I'm sorry. I don't want any diseases you've got. Now let's say hello to our two players, Joe Beyer Jr. and Kim McKay.
Hi, Joe. Fine.
How much money do you win?
$350.
$350. That's okay, isn't it?
That's a couple tables and chairs.
That's better than losing, isn't it?
Yes.
And he's being challenged by Kim McKay. We just met Kim as time expired last time, right?
Right.
You didn't have your first round question.
No.
We found out you've been married for 3 weeks.
Yep.
And your husband is still in school, isn't he?
No, he's graduated.
You're in school.
I'm still in school.
That's right. And you're studying
Public relations?
public relations. And I just found out a couple of minutes ago that you have a distinguished and nationally known father-in-law.
Who's it?
John McKay.
John McKay. John McKay, the football coach.
Yeah.
Now, he coached for a long time here in California.
Right.
Where?
At USC
And now he is coaching
in Tampa for the Buccaneers.
the new team.
Right.
Yeah, well, we wish him well. We wish you well. We'll start this
Thank you.
game right after this message for you. Here we go. Round 1 coming up. Kim, your selection, please.
A, please.
A. This is a new game, folks. Okay. The $6 million man said, I am not dating the bionic woman anymore. I just discovered she has bionic blank.
Now, wait a moment. Now, just one moment.
The $6 million man said, I'm not dating the bionic woman anymore. I just discovered she has bionic blank.
That's no S on that. Bionic blank.
Right. She has bionic blank. Bionic blank.
Yikes.
Bionic blank.
Crash.
Bionic blank.
Really crashing.
Just leave him alone now. Don't pick on him. Put something on the card. Yeah. This is terrible. A half-eaten
Kept the
apple.
doctor away.
I didn't have my lunch, darling.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Kim, are you ready? The
You
$6
didn't
million
wake me up
man
in
said,
time.
I'm not dating the bionic woman anymore. I just discovered she has bionic blank.
Hair.
There. Well, Kim, first ones are tough. Maybe you didn't understand that. Bionic hair. Gary?
Well, it's sort of akin to the bubonic plague. I said bionic rash.
Bionic rash. Why didn't you say bionic plague?
I don't know. I didn't
know,
think...
in the office, everybody said, you know what? Everybody's going to say bionic plague.
No, I didn't think
So far,
that's what she
hasn't
would have
said
said.
it. He hasn't said it. What do you say?
What do you want to bet? I said she had your bionic acne.
Bionic acne? The girl is looking for bionic hair, Charles.
You can be very attractive with acne.
You should know.
I said bionic bad breath.
Bionic bad breath. Okay. I told you, Ira. There ain't nobody going to say bionic plague here. No way.
No way.
Sarah?
Yeah?
Show him your bionic plague answer. Make a liar out of me.
I I can't, because I said bionic breath.
Bionic breath. Kim McCabe's looking for bionic hair. I just discovered she has bionic hair. What do you say?
Breath.
Breath.
Even Richard didn't say
Even
breath.
Richard
I
didn't
don't
say
know
that.
what
See
of
that? See, you guys? Okay.
Too far removed. I never thought that Kim. Mind you, I never thought she'd say hair either.
What did you say?
Oh, my. I seem to have taken a different turn on this answer.
I tell you, if you say bionic plague, I'm going to fall off this, whatever this is.
Well,
I'm
keep
sitting
your
on.
seat, because I was thinking, I said bionic boobs.
Well,
We've come a long way, baby.
That is the most
Yeah.
mechanical audience I've ever heard.
I tell you, we know how to please this audience now, don't we? We may not get any points or give away any money, but we know what to do for them there.
That's my audience.
I don't know. Bionic buns I could see, but not bionic buns. Okay, Joe, here's your first rounder. Now, everybody's heard of the Olympic event, the 100-yard dash, right?
Sure.
Okay. Now, there's a new event just for fat people. It's called the 100-yard blank. Only fat people participate.
100 yards. A 100-yard dash.
Now, for fat people, it's called the 100-yard blank.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Stop looking at me!
Okay, I won't look at you. I'm not looking at you, Brett.
You're gonna love my answer, huh?
I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you. Ready? Okay. Joe Byer. A sequel to the 100-yard dash, a new event in the Olympics for fat people called the 100-yard blank.
Waddle.
Waddle.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
He said the 100-yard waddle.
That's
The 100-yard waddle.
that's for ducks.
Really?
They said 100-yard roll.
100-yard roll. That's good, too. What do you say?
Maybe you won't be quite so crazy about my answer as I thought you were going to be in the first place when I done writ it down. I said they did the 100-yard heart attack. You know, if you're a little overweight, you're prone to that kind of cardiac arrest and all that.
Have you gotten out of bed yet today? No. You're still asleep. Sound
Wearing your
asleep.
nightclothes.
Charles?
Bionic plague.
Bionic plague.
Now, maybe this is a match. I hope so. It seems to be similar. A Mosey poke. Mosey or poke.
Now, just how do you do the Mosey poke? Do the
First
Mosey
eat a
poke.
half an apple and let it smell up the whole upper level.
Sarah Kennedy.
Yes.
There's a new event in the Olympics for fat people called the 100-yard waddle, according to Joe. What do you say?
I go with Joe. I go with
Oh,
Joe.
Very proud.
for Joe. You got anything for Joe?
I was going to say the 100-yard boobs. It got such a cheer the last
Yes.
But I am amazed that Mosey Poke didn't.
Waddle. Annie, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I just have a question.
What is that?
Brett was backstage with that apple, trying to
Right.
give it to this pretty little girl named Snow White. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I said waddle.
Oh, there. So at the end of round one, 3-0, favor the champ. Round two coming up right after this.
Is that
Are you
direct
ready?
enough for you, Charlie?
There it is. Round two coming up. Kim McKay, your choice.
B.
You want B? All right, we'll give you B. The nightclub owner says to the new comic, he says, I just ordered 10 dozen roses for you, kid. If you do good, I send the flowers to your dressing room. If you do bad, I send them to your blank. That's the way it's going to be around here, kid. 10 dozen roses. Do good, I send them to your dressing room. Do bad, I send them to your blank. Okay.
Wait!
We're going to get letters again from the Italians.
This ain't no Italian accent. What's the matter with you?
Now
You
we're going to get
crazy
letters for
something.
sure.
You shut up your mouth, Charles. Hello, Kim, baby. A nightclub owner said a new comic. I just ordered 10 dozen roses for you, kid. You do good, I'm going to send them to your dressing room. You do bad, I'm going to send them to your blank.
To your grave.
Your grave. All right, get
I
it.
didn't know you sent flowers to the grave. I thought you brought them to the grave. I thought you sent them to the funeral.
Well, that's a match. In either case, there would be a corpse involved, you see. So
Yes.
therefore, it is a
The
match.
Peace Corps.
Oh, I'm so ashamed of you so early in the week for that
I
kind
know.
of terrible joke.
Well, I just got up.
I covered every corner, as we say. I said graveside or funeral.
Graveside or funeral?
I throwed away my apple. So what do you think of that?
Oh, all right,
I
Charles.
thought you brought flowers to the grave, not sent flowers to the grave.
Whatever.
Why does that sound familiar? A funeral.
A funeral. So Kim is doing pretty good. She's 3-3 at this moment. Sarah?
Yes?
He says if you do bad, I send him to your grave or funeral or whatever. What do
I
you
say funeral.
got? Funeral. Or for Kim. What do you say, Richard Baby?
The name is Susie. Accent Rob over the E.
Accent Rob over the Okay, Fanny.
Hi. I'd like to announce that I'll be canceling my nightclub tour. Funeral.
Funeral. Can't do better than that, can you? Now, Joe, you know what you have to do?
Yes.
What do you have to do?
3 big ones.
3 big ones. You have to match. Gary, Brett, and Charles. This is just for you.
Larry, Moe, and Shep.
Janet. Janet said, my new hairdresser is strange. First, he put my hair in a bun, then he put blank on it. Strange hairdresser. First, he put my hair in a bun, then he put blank on it.
Yes.
Joe's thinking that over.
I got it.
Okay.
No, what did he point?
All right, put it in the slot.
I had that money.
And away we go. I'll never forget the day I asked you how much you
Gary,
weighed. You
what
told
did you
me.
put?
Yeah, 88.
Say it out.
88. And I said, anybody weighs 88 pounds, I could lift her up, and I did. And she says, how much do you weigh? And I told her, and she lifted me up. This girl is powerful. Yeah. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Hello.
Janet said, my new hairdresser is strange. First he put my hair in a bun, then he put blank on it.
Butter.
Butter?
Butter.
Now, wait a minute. Don't you butter your buns? No?
Good answer.
Yeah, that's not a bad answer. You need 3 buttered buns up here in order to stay in the game
course.
and achieve a tie.
After all, it's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
Right. The score's now 6-4. What do you say, Brett?
Is oleomargarine a match?
Oleomargarine?
Butter.
Butter. 2 butters. 6-5 to score. 1 more buttered bun will get us a tie.
Or another plug for Last Tango in Paris.
70 cents good.
So, Joe, it's a tie. And we've got to stop right here and do a little business with America, right? No. Oh, we don't. Oh, I thought we had a commercial. We don't. We'll go right to a tiebreaker. Shazam. And here it is. 1 for each of you. The one who scores the most will be the winner. Kim, you're first.
A.
A. This is a tiebreaker for Kim. It's very important to her, so listen carefully and do your utmost. In heaven, when they were passing out noses, Ugly Edna thought they said roses. So she asked for a blank one.
Got it.
All right?
I'm all finished.
Good. Oh, you all really...
That's nice, Charles. Very sweet.
No.
Gary's finished. Brett. Richard and Fanny.
We're always
Okay, here we go.
first, aren't we, Richard?
Now, Kim, in heaven when they were passing out noses, Ugly Edna thought they said roses, so she asked for a blank one.
White one.
A white one.
Yes.
Would that make her ugly?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I guess it
would
would.
match your face, you see, sweetheart.
Gary, what'd you say?
Give me some red noses. For
A red one. She would look funny with a red nose. Now, Brett, what do you say?
Well, red.
Red seems to be the answer. She's looking for white, Charles.
Red.
3 red roses. All right. Kim, we're looking for a white rose, aren't we?
Yeah, but we're not going to get it here. I said a dozen.
A dozen.
Dozen one?
A dozen one.
Read that question.
In heaven when there are
I
best
know.
say your
I know. A
I'm
dozen
fascinated
one.
by
I'd like
that.
a dozen one. I'd like a dozen
So
one.
she asked for a dozen one.
She asked for a dozen. One.
Don't you sometimes
Oh, it's
get
excellent,
13?
really.
Yeah.
When you...
You've been sick, have you?
It's been quite
have
a
a little
while.
fever?
Just a little. I'm feeling
Yes,
a little...
okay. All right, you'll be better. Now, Richard. So she asked for a blank one.
A big red one?
A big red nose. Okay, Fanny.
I'm afraid I have a red nose for a blue lady.
Red nose for a blue lady. Well, Kim,
That's a bad answer.
red would have gotten you 6 matches there. Or 5, except for the weirdo here, except for the... So now we'll stop and do a little business. We'll get back to you, Joe. But first this. Now we're ready for Joe's tiebreaker. All you have to do is match one celebrity to win another game, Joe, and this is it. Barry the Practical Joker said, I just worked out a great new gag. When anyone sits on my blank, it plays a Star-Spangled Banner.
I think I missed one of the operative words.
Barry the Practical Joker
Oh,
said, I just worked out a great new gag. When anyone sits on my blank, it plays a Star-Spangled Banner.
When anyone sits on my... When anyone... There seem to be many choices.
Oh, it's an easy one.
It is?
Oh,
all
certainly.
right, dear.
Simple.
Shirley, come
Yeah.
over here.
When anyone sits on my
How
blanket,
easy is it?
it's so easy. They're a couple of really good answers.
There are, huh?
I just thought of the perfect answer because I just remembered something.
When anyone sits on my blank, it plays the Star-Spangled Banner.
It's plays the Star Spangled Banner.
Whenever it sits on my blank, it plays the Star-Spangled Banner. All right.
That's nice.
Okay, Joe. Barry the Practical Joker said, I just worked out a great new gag. When anyone sits on my blank, it plays the Star-Spangled Banner.
Toity.
Toity. Toity, Gary. There, he came up with the perfect answer.
Will everyone please rise? I said my lap.
On your lap. Have you got the perfect answer? You said you had the perfect answer.
I do have the perfect answer, and I got it from my son Adam because he has this wonderful little recording that he placed in our powder room downstairs, and it didn't play the Star Spangled Banner. It did a lot of other funny stuff, which we can't go into on national television. But I did say turlet as a result.
That wins the game. Have the rest of it. It was a real pleasure to meet Kim McKay,
Thank you.
a newlywed. Very best wishes to you and your new marital career. And many thanks for being our guest here on Match
Thank
Game
you for having
76.
me.
Kim McKay. Goodbye. All right. Now, Joe, you've been here before, so there's no point in mincing any words. Let's get right to it. You're taller than me again. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank worm. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it, $250 if you hook up with the middle one, and $100 if you match that bottom one. Now, whom do you call on for some help?
Oh, Richard, please.
Glowworm.
Glowworm is one.
And Brett?
Something that it's terrible to get because it's very painful. Ringworm.
Oh, dear.
And Sarah?
Bookworm.
Bookworm. Bookworm, ringworm, and glowworm are the 3. You may have one of those or give us one of your own. Leave him alone.
I'm going to go with Earth because I thought of that first.
Hey, that's not
Okay, Earthworm is what he wants.
right. You're right. Earthworm.
He is rejecting the celebrities' answers. We'll find out if Earthworm is up there. We'll begin with the bottom response and reveal the $100 number. Inchworm. Inchworm. All right. None of us thought of it. That wasn't up there at all, was it? Okay. We are looking for Earthworm. May we see the $250 number? Bookworm is the one that Sarah gave you. All right. You think he's going to be right, audience? I think they're after you there. All right, here's the last chance to come up with an Earthworm. May we see the $500 number?
Oh, you got it. What a boy.
Terrific. Very good, Joe. Now you got $950. And since you didn't, and none of the celebrities gave you that answer, there's nobody to kiss. So if you wanted during the commercial, come here, John.
What am I supposed to
Give him a little kiss. There, that's sweet. Okay. Now,
You devil.
while we're all recovering, we'll have these messages for you. That's it, another day. Join us next time at Match Game 76. Gene Rivers here. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for tuning us in. Welcome to Tattletales. Welcome to all of you, too. As you know, our studio audience is divided into three sections: blue, yellow, and red, or plum, banana, and pomegranate, whatever you'd like to be. Rooting for our three celebrity couples, and here they are, folks. On my left, winning money for the blue section today, Betty White and her husband, Alan Ludden.
We're in a streak.
Yeah,
one in
you're
a
going
row.
to streak?
No, we are in a streak. We won one in a row.
I misunderstood you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I misunderstood you.
I'm
is what
sorry.
I-
I'm sorry about that, too.
Hi, Al,
What
how are
are you trying to talk my wife into doing?
No, nothing at all. She said we're in a streak. You won the other day, so you.
Oh,
here you are.
you and I? Are you and she? Or are you?
No, never mind, Alan. No, just moving right along here now. Winning money for the bananas
just don't
today,
understand
Kathy
you.
Rigby and her husband, Tommy Mason. Tommy, as always, it's nice to have you.
Thank you, Bert.
And Kathy, you have something that's just charming on there. Why don't you stand up and show our people
This is what they give me.
what you're wearing here?
Looks like a
isn't that
dress.
super? Can you read that? Huh? That's very nice. Yes. Okay. Wait a minute. This doesn't seem right here, does it?
Oh, it seems perfect.
Yeah, you're right. It does seem perfect. Can he see us? He can't see us, can he? We're having a wonderful time out here, Tommy. How are you
Thank
doing?
Bert. I bet you the T and the E meet in the back, don't they?
No, they don't. Wise guy. She's got it on the front.
Sorry,
so
Dad.
there you are. Winning money for the red section today, ladies and gentlemen, Monica and her husband, Conrad Bain. It is nice to have you both as well, Monica and Conrad. Nice
Thank you.
to see
It's
you.
nice to be here with you and ready to go.
Okay, if you're ready, I am ready. Here comes the first question. It's worth $150 to your rooting sections. This is it. Assume that you and your spouse were living in the 1800s and you're with a group of pioneers going west. Which of you would be more of a liability to the wagon train? You or your wife? Assume that you and your spouse were living in the 1800s and you're with a group of pioneers going west. Which of you would be more of a liability to the wagon train, you or your wife?
out
Think
for the
about that,
Indians.
fellas. We'll come back for your answers in just a moment. Oh, if my wife was on the show, I know what the answer would be. What's your answer going to be, Betty?
There is really no easy way to say this.
Yes.
Or not even any nice way of saying it. But
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid, being the outdoor type that I am,
Yes.
Alan would be the liability.
He would,
Unless
huh?
he could phone ahead for reservations.
What do you mean? He insists on the little comforts? Is that it, you think?
Well, he doesn't need a lot of little comforts, but he just like an air-conditioned,
Wagon.
parlor car. All this. I really think I don't think he'd be a swell pioneer.
Not really terrific on the trip,
Not
huh?
really terrific on the trip. Great when we got there, but not too good going cross country.
He'd poop out around Nebraska is what it would be. huh?
Kansas City, yeah.
Okay, let's bring him on. Alan, which one of you do you think would be more of a liability on that wagon train?
There's just no way to do this one. I got to do a disclaimer first of all.
Uh-oh. Now be careful what you say, because you'll tip that answer. So
Yeah. Well, I tell you what I think Betty said.
that's right.
Betty said, and she was wrong if she said it. She thinks probably that she would be the greater liability.
No, she didn't say that, and she wasn't wrong. She said that
was
you
right.
would be.
She was right. I would have been, but I thought she would.
But you're wrong.
I should have played it straight, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should have.
Yeah.
She said
I'm
that everything would be fine as long as you had an air-conditioned wagon and can phone ahead for reservations.
Yeah.
Sorry about
yeah,
that,
with
Alan.
the manager handy.
Okay. That's funny. Kathy, how about Tommy?
Well, Tommy's much more of a cowboy than I am. He listens to the Western music and everything, so I'd have to say he was, only because he's more used to that type.
Okay. Where's Tommy from?
Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Oh, well, sure. All
So
right.
that means that you would,
No, so
yeah. That means that
so
you
that I would be the liability.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. The idea is that you would be the liability then, and he would not be.
That's what I mean.
That's what you mean. Okay. I'm glad we got that straight, because I almost called it up. Okay. Let's bring on Tommy. Tommy, who would be more apt to be a liability on that wagon train, do you think? You or Kathy?
Well, Kathy eats, believe it or not, Bert, about twice as much as I do.
Say that.
And in the old days, I think they put a premium on maybe men who could carry a load or shoot a gun or something like that. So I think maybe Kathy would be more of a liability.
That's what the lady said, sir. You're absolutely right.
You can only pack so much food in one of those wagons and all that stuff,
Does she eat a lot of food, really?
Are you kidding? Oh, I guarantee you she eats twice as much as I do. She
No.
works it off, though, Bert.
Puts it away, does she?
Yes, she
and then
does.
goes up on a bar and swings it out of herself.
Yes, she does.
Okay, thanks, Tommy. You have a share of the pot. Monica, how about Conrad?
I think I would be the liability. I wouldn't get far beyond the west in Mississippi.
Yeah.
To the Mississippi River, I would get.
Yes, maybe, but and Conrad would do all right. Is he the
All the
outdoor
way
type?
across.
Is he the outdoor type?
Yes,
Conrad? He is, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. So you say you will be more of a liability. Let's bring
Then
him
he
on and
would.
find out.
Right.
Conrad, who's going to
Yeah.
be more of a liability on that wagon train? You or Monica?
More of a liability, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a tough one. I tell you, I think that she'd be the liability because she would keep.
Well, you're right. Let's let the red section give you a cheer for that. Now your qualifications,
Well,
sir.
she'd keep arresting the horses and giving the food away to the hostile Indians.
I see.
I know it.
And you'd plunge across, and you have it right, too. So that means Kathy and Tommy, Monica, and Conrad split the opening pot. And I don't mean to rub it in, Betty. We'll be back in just a moment to find out who wins all the rest of the pots. Alan and Betty might even get one. You never know. Here we go. Question number 2 coming up. This one's worth $150. Fellas, it's addressed to you. Here it is. Men,
Yes.
which would you speak more freely about to a friend? Your sex life or your finances? Tough question. Tough choice. Which would you speak more freely about to a friend? Your sex life or your finances? Okay? Which one more freely would you speak to a friend about? Think about it, fellas. We'll come back. Now, obviously, they're both touchy subjects, but you should pardon the pun. But which one...
Oh, yes.
That's terrible, isn't it? Which one do you think that Alan would be more likely to confide in a friend about?
Well, we have about the same amount of each. I would say probably his finances.
His finances. He'd be more apt to confide in
More apt
in a
to.
friend. And
Yeah.
it does say friend.
Wouldn't take too long.
No.
In either event.
Okay, let's bring on Alan and find out if he agrees with you. Alan, which one would you be more likely to speak to a friend about?
Even with these earphones on back here in the cellar, I know she's just said something lewd and disrespectful.
No, that's not true. No, she hasn't.
No. All right. Finances, without any question.
That's what the lady said. You're right.
I don't believe... you know, a lot of guys talk about their sex lives, but they're lying.
Yes.
And if I'm going to lie, I'd rather lie about my finances.
Right, okay. Well, you don't have to lie about it. You have a share of the pot right there. So.
A share of the what?
Of the pot.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yes. Of our pot here on Title Tales.
I've always wanted one of those.
As in the end of the rainbow, you know what I mean?
Gee,
Okay,
Bert.
Kathy, what's Tommy going to say?
I don't think they believe either anyway, but I'm sure he'd say finances.
He would, huh?
Yeah.
You don't think his best pal would...
No, his best... Well, he tells his best pal everything, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. Well, his best pal tells us everything, so I assume that he probably tells him everything. But finances, I'm sure.
Okay, you think it's finances? Yeah. All right, let's bring on Tommy and find out. Tommy, which would you be more likely to speak freely about to a friend, your sex life or finances?
Well, Bert, being an athlete, you know there's an image of athletes and virility and things like that, so I wouldn't spoil that image. I would talk about my finances.
Very well said,
Even to
Tommy.
George?
And you scared the daylights out of the banana section there for a minute, I'll tell you that. You have a say of the pot, too. Thank you, Tommy.
Thank
Monica,
you.
what about Conrad?
I'll have to go along with the same answer, finances.
Finances, huh?
Yeah, we discuss our own sex life.
You discuss your own sex
Yeah.
life? Okay, well...
Disgusted with what? I didn't hear what you
No,
said.
no, no. She's not disgusted with their sex life. She said they discuss it.
Oh,
they,
pardon.
yes. Oh, you just have to watch her every second. And it's a pleasure to watch you every second, I might say. Okay, you
I don't
say it's
believe her.
finances. What's that?
I don't believe my wife.
Never mind. Let's bring on Conrad. Shh, don't give it away now, dang. Conrad,
Yes, yes.
which would you be more apt to discuss freely with a friend, your sex life or your finances?
Well, it doesn't matter who the friend is. Dr. Joyce Brothers, I wouldn't know.
No, it's just...
No, I understand the question.
Yes.
Would you repeat the question? No, I understand the
You
question.
understand.
And it implies they're two separate subjects. My finances.
That's what the lady said. You're right. Hey, gang, everybody's right on that one. We split that pot 3 ways. Shall we do that? There it is on the board, and it's halftime. Will you change places, ladies, please, with the gentlemen? We have a tie game between the yellow and red sections. We'll come back after we have changed places and after this message for you. Please come back with us. See you in a minute. We are back. Question number 3. We have changed places, as you can see. The girls are in the back. The fellas are with me. Tell me what a dynamite shirt that is.
Thank you, Bert. You can wear it anytime.
Oh, really?
Certainly.
Sure, it
Right
looked
now?
like... Oh, no, you know what it looked like on me? I mean, just kind of hang there. And
Dynamite.
it beats a jersey. No, it doesn't. Those jerseys look good on you, too.
Well, we have pads, and under those, you know, that's, I'm sure everybody's aware it's not all us.
Do you miss your football days with the Vikings and the Rams at all?
Not one bit. You know,
No?
when I remembered it, I don't remember half the bruises that I really had, so it's nicer looking back on it.
You forget the pain, don't you?
Yes,
Remember
you
the
do.
good
Remember
stuff.
the good times.
Okay, here comes some good times, I hope, right now. Here's your question, girls. It's a $150 question. A school for self-improvement has opened up in your neighborhood. Now, you probably know what you need. You probably know what you need a little help in. Oh, I see. It's in English. Isn't that funny? Now, you probably know what you need a little help in, but what course will you choose for your husband to better himself in? Can I read that again? I wish you would.
Yes,
Glad I said that. A school for self-improvement has opened up in your neighborhood. Now, you probably know what you need a little help in, but what course will you choose for your husband to better himself in? Okay? Think of that one, ladies. We'll come back for your answers in just a second. A little self-improvement, Alan. Now, we know right off the bat that you're not pioneer stock. But they probably don't teach pioneering at a self-improvement school.
No.
What do you think Betty
And
would say?
no camping and outdoors.
No,
stuff.
hardly any camping done.
All right. Well, some camping, just a little here and there. Couldn't hide. Let's see. I think Betty would probably suggest that one of the things I might improve is my ability to remember names.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of any other flaw that might possibly be so. I don't know. She's got a long list of things I could improve, but
But you think maybe it's your...
I think the one that you'll probably most be most willing to talk about would be my memory, my memory for names.
Memory for names.
Now watch her blow it, gang.
All right,
No, I'm sorry, but I think maybe that's a good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine, thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Anything.
I'll get it.
What's your name?
Yes,
Bert Reynolds.
Yes. No. Let's bring on Betty. Here she comes. Betty, what course do you think that Alan should choose at that self-improvement school?
Oh, I hope they have a course in memory, in remembering names.
That's what the man said. Right on the button. Has a little trouble remembering names, does he?
Yes, he certainly does, Bill.
Well, Bill. That's Bert. That's
she
Bert.
gets that from me.
It's rubbing off on you.
I'll say.
I'll say it. You wouldn't have it any other way, would you? You have a share of the pot, Betty. Thank you. Tommy, what's Kathy say?
For my improvement,
Yes, sir.
Bert, is this the 2-year or the 4-year course?
It can be as long as you'd like it to be, or as long as she'd like it to be.
We may be there when the school's gone.
Betty, will you stop?
I would say that she's going to... I'm very impatient, very fidgety, and I've got to learn... I should be a little calmer at times. And I think she'll say I should learn to be more patient with things.
Patience. You should
Right.
take a course in patience.
Right.
Okay. All right. She'll say a course in patience. Let's bring her on and find out. Kathy, what course should Tommy enroll in at the School for Self-Improvement?
Well, that's really hard, and I don't want him to get the wrong idea.
No, of course not.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Tommy always gets upset with himself because he thinks he nags me, but he doesn't. But I think he'd probably want to have a little more patience with himself.
That's what the man said. Wow. Didn't think she was going there.
But I don't think that.
Wow. Very well done. I didn't think you were going that direction for a minute there.
That was a shot in the dark.
She
Bert,
pulled
believe
a
me.
reverse and got it done, didn't she?
Gave us the fake and got in there.
Right, a fake into the middle of the line and then a sweep right around the end. And you've got it right, dear. Thank you. Conrad, how about Monica?
Wow, this is a long list. You could pull anything out of this one. So I really don't know what she would select. I'm sure she would be curious about what kind of courses are offered.
Yes.
But I would guess that she would select some kind of a course that she would think I would need to help me get things a little more organized and pulled together and finished up.
Organization.
Yeah.
Course and organization. Are you, what, sloppy? You're disorganized?
No, I'm not at all. She thinks I am.
Oh.
No,
It's a
I'm
big
reading her
difference,
mind.
isn't
I'm
there?
not telling you. I don't have any faults.
You don't have any?
No, it's her idea of what they are.
It's what she sees when she walks
Yes.
into the bathroom.
It's her misunderstanding.
I understand. All right. So you'll say that she will say it's organization.
That's
you need
what
to
I
be
will say,
organized.
yeah.
Get things together.
I
Let's
think
bring
so.
her on and find out. Monica, what is the course that Conrad should take at that school?
Patience. He's full of steam all the time.
Can you think of another one that perhaps he should take? He didn't say that, Monica. Tell her what you said, Conrad.
Organizing and finishing up things.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
She doesn't disagree.
Well,
does
he
she?
could minor in that and major in the other one.
Yes.
Okay, that means Kathy and Tommy, Betty and Alan got that one right. They will split the pot, and there it is with the banana section still in the lead. Close game. We'll come back to find out who wins it. Please come back with us, too, won't you? See you in just a minute. We are back. We have a close game, too. The banana section is in front, but just by a peel. And this one... and this question...
You were great on Macmillan and Wife.
Thank you. This one is worth double. $300 on this one, gang. It's addressed to you, girls. Which would you rather be nicknamed? America's Oomph Girl, America's IQ Girl, or America's Sweetheart? Which one of those things would you rather be named? America's Oomph Girl, America's IQ Girl, or America's Sweetheart? Think about that one. That's a good choice. And we'll come back for your choice in just a minute. Alan, what's Betty going to say? Which one of those three?
I don't have the foggiest idea. She
Okay.
doesn't want to be any of those things.
She doesn't? What would she rather be?
Oh, she'd rather be Miss Pet Girl of the World, you
Pet
know.
Girl of the
Yeah,
World?
Miss Zoo of 1970.
Miss Zoo of the World?
Or Miss Poodles and Pekingese, or anything like that. She doesn't want to be America's sweetheart. She is America's sweetheart, but she doesn't want to be America's sweetheart. No, she's not America's.
She wants to be Miss Zoo.
Yeah, I think she'd rather be Miss Zoo. But could you conclude that? IQ or oomph? What the heck? Oomph, don't you think? She's really got a lot more oomph than the Sue Ann. Well, you know she's Sue Ann. You know, she's not. Sue Ann Niven is a character part. You know that.
Yes, of course.
But she brings a lot to it.
Yes, she certainly does.
Yes, she does.
On Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Yes, she does. Okay, let's say oomph, gang.
Oomph.
Are you ready? Because it's I don't
Oomph,
know what.
girl, it is.
Hey, oomph it is. See what
Oh,
happens.
what do you think, gang?
What do you think?
Sweetheart, really?
No, I know Betty well enough. It won't be Sweetheart.
Now, he lives with her and you don't. So
So why should it be Sweetheart?
Of course, I've never been to their house. Maybe you do. Do you all? Okay, you'll say oomph, huh?
I'll say anything you say, Bert.
No, sir. It's your choice.
You just gonna make me do it, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oomph.
Oomph it is.
All right.
Let's bring her on. Betty, which of those three would you rather be named? Oomph, IQ, or Sweetheart?
Well, when you get past a certain age and you begin to droop and you're a little long in the tooth, I think I'd rather be America's IQ girl.
Right. Maybe you would, but Alan didn't see it that way. Tell her what you said, Alan.
Well, I don't think you're long in the tooth, and I don't think you're drooped.
I didn't say I was, dear. I said when it happens, way in the future.
Well, we're not
way
talking
in the
about when, we're talking about right now.
Gotta break this up.
I said oomph.
Yes, I think I better jump in there. He said oomph, and we're going to move right along
It's
before
all
this
right, Betty.
degenerates
We
into
blew
a
it.
terrible battle.
It's
Tell
all
me, what's
right.
Kathy going to say?
Bert, one of the things Kathy, one of her dislikes is people who come up and pat her on the head and say, "Aren't you sweet?" So I know it won't be America's Sweetheart.
Right.
As soon as I know. I think that she thinks that I think that she'll say IQ, but I'm going to say oomph.
Did you follow that logic, gang?
If you followed it,
I
you're
couldn't
better than
follow.
me.
What worries me is I think I do understand it. That's what. You think she thinks that she'll think that you'll say that she would say IQ. Is that wrong?
Is that what I said?
No, oomph. You said.
Oomph.
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 Okay, let's bring her on and find out. Kathy, which would it be? America's oomph girl, America's IQ girl, or America's sweetheart?
Well, oomph has more pep, so I'd say that.
That's what he said. You're right. How about that? Wow, Tommy. Listen, it's all right.
Bert,
I don't think I'd make the IQ one.
I think we took different routes getting there, but we wound up at the same place.
You certainly did. He said it. You're absolutely right. Conrad, how about Monica? What's she going to say?
Well, I think she thinks she has oomph. So that's out.
That's out.
And I know she's a sweetheart. So that's in. So I think it's IQ.
You say IQ?
Yes, indeed.
Let's bring her on and find out. Monica, which one of those three girls would you like to be named? Miss Oomph Girl, America's IQ Girl, or America's Sweetheart?
America's IQ girl.
That's what the man said. You are right. We split the pot in half, gang. The $300 goes to Kathy and Tommy, Monica, and Conrad. And that signal means time is up. Kathy and Tommy winning for the banana section. Wow. All right. The Bananas have done it again. We'll come back in just a moment to tell you how much they've won. Please come back with us. See you in a second. Okay, we are back. The big winners today, Kathy and Tommy with the banana section, $350. We had $1,000 for that, for a total of $1,350 big ones. Congratulations to the banana section. Thank you for watching us today. That's all we have time for. Bert Convy saying so long, everybody. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletale, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares, Hour with Arsenio Hall. Bart Braverman. And from Too Close for Comfort, Ted Knight. Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman. no whistling. I mean, we love your enthusiasm, but whistling is so painful when you all do it together. It's awful.
Oh, shut up.
Or unless it's a melody.
That's right. Sweet Sue or something like that is okay.
Just means they're enthusiastic.
Right. Hi, Jenna.
I just wanted to say hello to my
that's
daughter.
your daughter,
She's here
right.
in the audience. Hello,
She's a
Jenna.
very
How are
beautiful
you?
daughter who's five and a half.
Yes, 5.5 years old.
Charming.
Hi,
There
Jenna.
she is. There's another beautiful daughter here. Well, you're going to be glad you came today because the Funny Farm is here. They've been released for the day, and we're going to have a lot of laughs. Now let's begin by greeting our two players here, Chip Lieberman and Margie Randolph. How do you do?
Hello.
Now we're going to get acquainted with these two creatures here.
Creature.
Chip, tell us about you.
I'm from Rochester, New York, where I work at an advertising agency. Oh, somebody I'm out here for 4 weeks on an extended vacation escaping the snow. When I left Rochester, it was 4 below with a wind chill factor of 30 below. So I'm enjoying the sunshine.
Well, we're glad to have you out here.
Thank you.
Is Chip a nickname?
Yes. I don't want to know my real name.
We don't want to.
Oh, well, it's not.
I don't. You don't have to. No, I don't want to embarrass you in any way. If you don't want to say your real name, it's all right. Is Margie Randolph your real name?
That's my real name.
All right. Okay,
Well-
Margie, where are you from and all that?
Well, I'm a flight attendant, and I'm based out of Miami, Florida. But I live here. Oh, Miami, okay.
Got them from all over.
But I live here in Los Angeles, so I commute to work about 3,000 miles.
That's a long commute.
Yeah.
Jimmy did that for a while.
Did you really? From where?
Yes. I lived in Massachusetts and worked here.
Oh,
Very
good. I'm
hard. I don't do that. I live here now. All right. Now, this is the match game. 3 rounds. The winner will go on to meet the returning challenge a champion of whatever is going to happen. Will happen. I don't know.
We'll tell you later.
Happen. Yeah. Listen, Chip, you won the toss, so you have to go first.
B, please.
B. All right. Pay attention, because ultimately one of you could win $30,000. Here it is. Herb said, "I think my blind date works in a deli because instead of lipstick, she has blank smeared on her lips." Got one? All right.
Did you mention that Richard Dawson was in the audience? Stand up, Richard. Never mind.
6 guys stood up with bruised lips.
All right, Chip. Herb said, "I think my blind date works in a deli because instead of lipstick, she has blank smeared on her lips."
Ketchup?
Ketchup, anything you'd find in a deli. All right. Clark, what did you say?
I didn't say ketchup. Unfortunately, I said mayo.
Mayo. Anything in a deli. You're on the right track. Somebody may say ketchup. You never know, Chip. What do you say, Jim?
I'm very sorry. I didn't say ketchup. I said cream cheese.
Cream cheese is good. Why would you boo a good answer?
I hate these people. Who are they?
I don't know. Cream cheese is not bad. What do you say?
Want names? I got mustard. That's your basic spit take.
That's your barf answer, I guess, isn't it? Okay, instead of lipstick, she has blank smeared on her lips.
Adam and Eve on a raft.
Chopped liver.
Play. You don't
Everything but
appreciate
ketchup so far, Chip.
cooking.
Elise?
Do people in delis use ketchup and mayonnaise? I thought
Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, all of those things.
Mustard.
All good.
Never was it more appropriate to have liver lips.
Liver lips. Okay.
Those were.
All right, you got the hang of it now, right, Chip? Next round you'll score.
Okay.
Let's see what we got for Marge over here. Okay, Marge. Sally said, "My husband is always hurting his back at work, and that's because he's a door-to-door blank salesman. Always hurting his back at work."
Can we hurry up? There's an episode of Chips on that me and Jim want to go see.
Daddy helping you at all? No.
Hey, time!
Oh, all right.
Let's go
That's
get
okay.
him!
Okay.
Don't look at me. That was rude.
That's
what
good.
comedy's all about.
Okay, Elise? Put it in the
Sorry.
spot. Put it in there. Let's play. All right, Margie. Sally said my husband is always hurting his back at work, and that's because he's a door-to-door blank salesman.
Weight salesman, you know, like weights?
Yeah. Now, you're trying to think of something heavy, so you thought of weights, yeah.
Right.
Well, you know, anything heavy, like a
Yeah, that's all right.
piano
There's a
or
guy up here
a
who
washing
doesn't agree.
machine or whatever. What do you say?
In the name of love. I ran today with heavy hands, you know? 2 miles with heavy hands. It was all right.
No comment. But I'm happy for her.
Wait.
And happy for you. Wait. Very
No
good.
comment? What do you mean, no comment?
Well,
Did I get the right answer?
You got the right answer.
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is a door-to-door. Do they sell weights door-to-door?
No, cop a walk.
Okay, I'm going.
To these
Hello,
questions.
Jim.
Let's get physical.
All right.
2 dinglings. I said door-to-door wrestler. I want you guys Friday night. You guys Friday night at the Akron Armory. I'll take you all on Friday night. I'll put you right here, sir.
Cut. John's on.
Yeah, I said this because I figured this would get me a chorus of booze. Anvil.
Okay, Elise.
I said
So
this because I'm from California.
Backpack.
They like her because she's
You
a
are
girl.
an extremely illogical group.
Yes.
You boo a good answer, and you cheer a rotten answer.
But she's a lady. No.
One of the better answers, I
Backpack
think.
was the right answer.
No, wait a minute.
I
The
think.
guy hurt his back going door to door carrying something heavy.
They don't care about the game.
Backpack is
They're
not
cheering
heavy.
the lady. They don't care about the
He's
game.
demonstrating.
You got it.
Yeah, these guys have been locked inside a mayonnaise jar for the last 6 years, and they.
I'm beginning to believe that.
You weren't so stupid. On to Ted.
That's 2, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, Ted.
Well, obviously the man had to test the equipment he was carrying, so I wrote mattress.
Oh. Well, that would be. So, at the end of round 1, it's 2-0 Margie's favor. Round 2 right after this. Round 2 coming up. Bing. Now, Margie, you're ahead. You have to go first.
Oh, I go first. Okay,
Yep.
I'll pick A.
A is what she wants, and that's what she gets.
Blue sky.
Bart and Jim, you lay out because you matched her in the previous round. The rest of you, please
Absolutely.
respond to this.
Okay.
Fred Fat is so fat.
Fred Fat.
He's so fat, he has to jack himself up just to change his blank.
Uncle
Good.
Gene,
Yes, sir.
yesterday when I jumped off the set, our sound man was over at the Letterman show or something, and he wasn't here. So I'm gonna jump again. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna jump. I'm not.
Did you throw him a life jacket? Get the rowboat out. Get him back up here.
Did he get it that time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We don't miss 2 in a row. Did the audience hear that? Did you hear the splash of the water? All right, here we go, Margie. Fred Fat is so fat, he has to jack himself up just to change his blank. He's fat, big.
Okay, pants.
Pants, all right. Arsenio.
I had shoes.
Shoes, good.
What a crowd! This is a great crowd. This is a great crowd.
Once they're hot and once they're cold for you. All right, John, what have you got?
2 shoes. No score.
Margie's looking for a pair of pants, Elise.
Sorry.
3 shoes.
Underwear.
Underwear. Now, Chip, yours.
So my people out there.
You're encouraging them, are you? You are
I just
incorrigible.
coming to life after the fourth show.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh, please.
Listen.
It's a fun
You
crowd.
go to the parking lot, all your tires will be slashed. Would you like to see my razor? I keep it right here in my pocket there. Ugly Eunice is so ugly. When a peeping Tom peeped into her window, he blinked. Everyone plays. Everybody. Got it? Okay. Okay, I guess.
How
we're
about
ready
that
to-
crowd, huh?
Yeah. In the slot.
Yes,
Here we
it's
go.
in the slot for
Chip.
heaven's sake.
Ugly Eunice is so ugly, when a peeping Tom peeped into her window, he blinked.
I'll say fainted.
Fainted is good. Chip. Not bad. Okay. What do you say, Bart?
You know, Gene, before I give you my answer, I just wanted to say that I suppose in the very near future, at a time I don't want to mention, I'll probably find you at the McCadden Theater, where I'll be performing Uncle Daddy, right here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
like to see. I really would like to see that.
Well, it's going to be good. It's a potential television pilot, and on the other hand, it's...
What did you unplug? What doesn't work now?
Probably my mic.
Right.
The life story of Kurt Kasner. That's what.
Show and tell.
We'll just drop the...
Why not?
It's, I said he would close the curtains.
Close the curtains. When a peeping Tom peeped into her window, he closed the curtains. Okay.
Do this right here.
Jim, come on.
I said something very logical. I say screamed.
He screamed. Good.
I had throw up.
He threw up.
What a crowd! This is no. That's a good.
I find it very strange that a crowd gets turned on by barfing. Don't you, John?
Barf! Yeah!
Let's see how much of it they have in them, Gene. Barfade!
Chip is looking for fainted. Will somebody real cooperate with her and give her a fainting answer here?
I put myself in his position, and that's what I would have done.
He gave himself up? Okay, Elise. Good.
She's coming.
You got a laugh out of Dad.
Well, Bart and I had the same answer, but I wrote it differently, so they'll like this.
Close the curtain. All right, show him.
Stroke.
So there we are at the end of round 2, 2-0. Margie is still ahead. Round 3, final round right after this. Here we go with the third and final round. Bing. Margie, you're still ahead. You still have to go first.
I'll stick with A.
You want A? All right. Same 4 people who tried it last time. Arsenio in the lower tier.
Isn't that always
Mark
the way?
said, I never should have tried to get fresh with Lonnie. Her living bra blanked me. I find that quite amusing.
Living bra?
Yes. Okay, Elise? Margie, Mark said I never should have tried to get fresh with Lonnie. Her living bra blanked me.
Bit me.
Bit me. Well, now we know what turns them on, don't we?
Anything.
All right.
Bite this.
Aha! 3 for Margie. Let's see if John makes it 4.
I think characteristically your living bra would slap you.
All right.
Oh, what do you know? What do you know? Oh, thank you.
All right,
I
Elise.
think this is the same.
What is that? Snapped at me. How about that? Yeah. Ted?
I want another boo. Slapped.
No, slapped is good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with slap.
Bit and slapped are both good.
This is a tough.
You're having a good time in spite of them, right, Ted?
I thought you were friendly.
Okay, Margie, you have 4. Chip, that means you need 4 to tie and 5 to win. Here we go. Peter the plumber said.
Who?
Peter the plumber.
Peter, oh yes.
Peter the plumber said. He said, when my nose is stuffed up, I don't go to a doctor. I clear it up myself with blank. Got it? I cleared it up myself with blank.
While we're young.
All right. Chip. Peter the plumber said, when my nose is stuffed up, I don't go to a doctor. I clear it up myself with blank.
Drano.
Okay? Sounds good to me. Now, there are a couple of good choices here. You know, Drano, Sani-Flush, Plumber's
You know what
Helper.
they say about second choice? Drano's second choice.
Ah.
Second choice. Second choice. First choice. Plunger.
A plunger's good. Now, that's
Disgusting,
good.
but first choice.
Wait a minute. Plunger, Roto-Rooter, all of that stuff is good here. A snake, what do you say, Jim? Drano.
He's used it on his brain.
It's your first right answer, and I see you are overcome with joy.
I am too happy at this moment.
You're going to shed a tear any moment. But I'll have to move along because we're a little behind here.
I have liquid plumber.
Liquid plumber. It's 4-2 right now. Who do we got here, John?
4-3.
4-3. Yeah. Elise.
Drano.
4-4. Ted, it's all up to you.
I could break this tie, couldn't I?
You could break the tie. Or Drano break the tie. Right there, if you would, please. Margie, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's great meeting you too. Thank you.
Gonna send some gifts to Margie Randolph. Hey there! Congratulations! Now it's time to switch to Hollywood Squares. We're gonna bring in the 3 stars. Here comes the rest of the set. Jim, make sure it doesn't squash your foot there. Careful. Hold it. Hold it. Ah, thank you very much. Now we're all in place. John and I are gonna switch spots here. And we've got lots more excitement coming along here. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Hitachi's 13-inch diagonal table model color TV, 100% solid state, low power consumption, special signal tracker system, memory fine-tuning, 70-position UHF tuner furnished by Hitachi. It's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares, our with From Too Close for Comfort, Nancy Dussault. Lydia Cornell. Deborah Van Valkenburg. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bowman.
Go ahead, really. You get to it. All right, we'll be back with Hollywood Squares. We'll decide who's hosting in the meantime. No, really, you can have.
And now, John Bowman and the Hollywood Squares.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the second half. And I have Chip Lieberman. What's your real name, Chip?
Martha.
Uh-huh. Well, now we understand where Chip came from. We also have 3 brand new and lovely celebrities from Too Close for Comfort. Deborah Van Valkenburg, Mama Nancy Dussault, and her other daughter, Lydia Cornell. And Deborah, you say you're going to start another show pretty soon?
Teddy's Angels.
That's a spin-off. Okay, you're probably ready for another show called Hollywood Squares. Here we go. Let's play. Before we begin, we will reacquaint ourselves with Joyce Reeves. She had a nice, productive day yesterday. She and I said Remington Steele at pretty much the same time, and she's returning with $21,525. And a lot of new friends.
Yes.
Just protect me from these people, and everything will be okay, Joyce. And you are a senior personnel representative.
Very good, yes.
Yesterday, you threatened to tell us what that is.
How long is this show?
Shorter and shorter all the time.
I'm an employment interviewer. That's close enough.
Okay, well, some of these people may be looking for work after we play Hollywood Squares. We're going to play that game until the end of the time's up. Bell, whoever is ahead is the winner. Goes on to play Super Match up to $30,000. You won 20 yesterday. First game's worth $100, $25 for every square. Joyce Reeves, you start.
Jim, please.
Jim Bullock.
Yeah.
Women in the U.S. Army are allowed to wear simple earrings with their regular uniform. But can a male soldier also wear earrings with his uniform? Or is this attire against regulations?
Why did I get this question?
We didn't know you'd be wearing that outfit.
Jimmy.
You're the only one with pierced ears. That's why you got the
Your ratings go down now, okay?
Okay. Are you on the show? Certainly.
How about in about a half an hour? Go ahead.
Okay, repeat the last half of the question.
Can a male soldier wear earrings with his uniform, or is this against regulations?
I really don't see how it could be against regulations. Shut up, I'm going to kill you. I mean it.
So it's okay. Okay, quick, before your ears fill in.
It's okay.
Okay, Joyce, he says that it's perfectly fine.
I disagree.
It is against regulations.
Yay.
You are right to disagree. You get the square. Good play. $25 and an X goes up in there. Well, Jim never.
Well,
Chip Lieberman, your move.
Ted, please.
Okay, Mr. Knight.
Yes. Thank you. I love you.
Ted, you have been invited to dinner at the White House.
Often.
Now, according to the book of Modern Table Manners, is it all right to take your menu and place card as souvenirs, or is that exceptionally gauche?
Well, I must tell you, the last time I was there, I not only took mine, but the people on either side of me, and no one complained, so it was perfectly fine.
Says it's fine.
I agree.
It is. It's all right. Yes, the taxpayers will just pay for more, right? You get the square. Well done. There's an X and an O up there. You've both been right. Joyce, it's your move.
Gene, please.
Mr. Rayburn.
Yes, sir.
You're watching the Glenn Miller story.
Ah, yes.
Once again, Glenn dies in a plane crash.
Right.
You begin to cry, Gene.
Yep. It's a sad event. He was a great man.
Does liquid only come out of your eyes, or can it also come out of your nose?
Say it. Well, as a thespian,
Oh, bro.
Pardon me?
having performed in certain stage productions in which the character was required to weep, I know for a fact, having wept, that liquid does indeed come out of your nostrils in addition to your eyes.
What do you say, Joyce? He says it can also come out of your nose.
I agree.
It can also come out of your nose. You're right to listen to that thespian, and you get the square. We get to come back and finish a $100 game with any luck after these messages.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now, back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Okay, we're going to try to complete this $100 game. It's 50 to 25. Chip Lieberman, it is your move. You are playing O.
Lydia to block.
Right. If you miss this one, Joyce takes the first game.
Pressure.
Lydia Cornell, you are a Siamese twin. Can you stay awake while your twin is asleep? Or do you both wake and sleep at exactly the same time?
First I thought it was going to be a kinky question.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Siamese twins. Having been one. Siamese twins do everything
At the same time.
At the same time.
Is that what you're trying to say? Okay.
This is so confusing.
Quiet, Lydia. Lydia Hall, go off and tattoo yourself. Chip Lieberman. Lydia says that the Siamese twins would both wake and sleep at exactly the same time. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
You can stay awake while your Siamese twin sleeps. That is very good playing. You get the square and you do block. Somewhere in here there is a game, and she has just blocked you. You are playing X.
Arsenio to block, please.
Okay, yes.
Talk with your hand in the...
We've caught you with your sign down, Lydia. Arsenio, what makes the average man's heart beat faster? Sex or a really cold shower?
I think... What's that word you always use?
Well, if you have a cold shower, you don't need the former.
You don't need the farmer, did you say?
Gene, I think you've got a phone call.
Other way
Bye-bye now.
Arsenio blank.
You know, Gene, with hosts like us, I don't think we need these guests. Go ahead, Arsenio. Give me an answer.
Both very clever.
Give me an answer. Sex or a really cold shower?
I'm going to go with the really cold shower. The really is the key word.
He says that makes your heart beat faster. Joyce, agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Sex makes your heart beat faster. Good girl. You're right to disagree. You get the square. Okay. Let's move it along a little bit because we have yet to complete this game. Chip, you are playing O.
Bart to block.
You missed this one. The game belongs to the champ.
Sure, John.
Bart Braverman, who is older? Bo Derek or the curb feeler?
Can I ask what a curb feeler is?
I had the same question. I think it's perfectly logical. It's something that attaches to a car and it to the side and it tells you where the curb is so you don't smash your car in the
feeler.
curb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't you think
A
he
curb
said
feeler.
feeler with a D?
Calm down.
Curb.
Bo Derek or the curb feeler? Definitely the curb feeler is older.
Okay.
Everything's older than Bo Derek.
Bart curbed his feeler and gave us an answer. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
The curb feeler is older than Bo Derek. You are right. Well done. 1946 for the feeler. Okay. You're playing X. Make your move.
Nancy, please.
Nancy Dussault. You're an average person with average hands and average feet. Which grows faster, your fingernails or your toenails?
My fingernails and my toenails. My fingernails grow faster.
Agree or disagree, Joyce?
I disagree.
Her fingernails do grow faster. No, that could be a break in the game. Your opponent gets that square. Your fingernails grow twice as fast as your toenails. Okay, Chip, you're probably more concerned about X's and O's.
Deborah to win. I'm playing up here.
He's very busy trying to keep track.
Deborah Van Valkenburg, you are an authentic Barbie doll. Can I bend you over, or will you snap?
What do you mean bend? What do you mean bend over?
First
Like
off,
at
is
the
she a
hip?
Malibu Barbie?
Essentially, can you bend a Barbie doll, or will it snap?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh.
Chip.
Wait a minute. No, I don't know what you mean.
Does the doll bend?
Is a Barbie doll
Original.
bendable at any
Like
point?
this or like?
Well, it's forward, right?
Yes. Sit down. Yes.
Yes. You can bend a Barbie doll. It won't snap, correct? Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
You can bend a Barbie doll over. No, you should have agreed. Your opponent gets that square and stays in this $100 game. Okay, we're going to be back to attempt another conclusion after these messages. We're having fun. Stay with us. Okay. The game hangs in the balance. It is going to be your move, Joyce. Everything is full up there. There are 4 X's and 4 O's on the board. That means if you win this, if you get this question right, you win this game. If you don't, you lose it. Pick a star as a formality.
Elise, please.
Yes, we need you to say that. Elise Knight, your dog has a bad case of hiccups. Should you scare him or give him milk of magnesia?
Well, I don't think it's good to scare him. So,
Thank you, Wayland and Madam.
give him milk of magnesia.
Okay. Agree or disagree, Joyce, for the game?
I agree.
You should give him milk of magnesia. Yes, you're right to agree. You did it. You get the square. You win the game. Very well done. That rule is there are 5 X's up there. 5 of any symbol wins the game. You have forged into the lead, my dear. But we're going to clear the board, zip right on to the next game, and this one is going to be worth $200. So the game still hangs in the balance the entire day. Chip Lieberman, your move.
Jim, please.
Mr. Bullock, you're on. You have always dreamed of having a longer tongue.
Why not?
Can you get a silicone implant to make it longer? Or is this something surgeons don't do?
I really don't understand why I'm getting this question.
It's a tongue! Stop it!
Can this be done by silicone implants or what?
No, it's just, it's either can be done by silicone implant or it can't be done at all.
Or cannot be done at all?
Right, those are your choices.
I really have never heard of anyone having a tongue job, so I would say...
So you would say, let's keep it that way. Okay. Okay, I think that he's trying to say that surgeons won't do that. Surgeons won't give you a longer tongue. Agree or disagree, Chip?
Disagree?
It is something that surgeons will not do. You should have agreed with Jim, who knew what he was talking about. For a change, your opponent gets that
I
square.
don't see people going, like my tongue job?
Okay, Joyce, pick a star.
Ted.
Okay, Ted Knight.
Yes.
You just threw your cat out the window.
Third
Will
time today.
your cat always land on her feet, or do cats sometimes land on their heads?
From how high?
Is the cat sober?
Man.
Okay, general question. I would
Yeah.
say, having never thrown a cat out, but I have seen people do that. I would say, this is a guess, I don't know, but I would say, with confidence, unsurely, he would land on his feet.
Okay. He says, cats always land on their feet. Agree or disagree, Joyce?
I disagree.
Cats sometimes land on their heads. Very good. Good for you. Meouch! You get the square, and there are 2 X's up there. Okay, Ms. Lieberman, you're playing O.
Deborah the Block?
You missed this one. It's a pretty big lead for Joyce. Deborah Van Valkenburg, you've just gotten engaged. You also just found out that the half-carat diamond your fiancé gave you is a fake.
This man's laughing at everything.
According to Ann Landers, should you speak with this guy immediately, or should you keep quiet since it's the thought that counts?
It's pretty sleepy.
Wait a minute,
Easy thought. I'd bring it up.
She says, speak with him immediately. Agree or disagree, Chip? To block.
I agree.
You should speak with him immediately. The thought that counts. Sure, it's the thought that counts. Cool. Okay, Joyce, she thwarted you there. You're playing X.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Here we go.
After the average porcupine makes love with his mate, will he leave her for another porcupine? Or will he be faithful and stick around?
Oh boy, it's time for another game of Monopoly.
It was painful for me.
First, he's going to walk funny.
Happening.
I can't imagine this. I cannot visualize this.
Sit down.
Let me see. 2 porcupines.
Give me an answer because we're getting
Yeah.
close to the end here.
Now, the choices are, will he leave her or will he stick around?
Stick around, right.
I'd say he's going to be faithful and stick around.
Okay, what do you say, Joyce?
I disagree.
He will leave her for another. You are a very good player. You have agreed and disagreed right at the right times. You get the square. That is excellent playing. Okay,
Lydia to Block?
you missed this one. Joyce takes the game. Lydia Cornell, in Turkey, it is a custom for a house guest to be met at the front door and given something to put on. Is it cologne or a guest fez?
In Turkey, it's a guest fez.
I agree.
Agree or disagree to block? You agree? It is cologne. You should have disagreed with Lydia. No, unfortunately, your opponent gets that square and wins another game. Unfortunately for you, anyway. Okay, I guess you have to bring your own guest, Fez. Joyce, you've got a pretty big lead and time is up. $525. Congratulations once again, Joyce Reeds. You did it. And you did it through very, very tough decisions. You played really extremely well. I'm very impressed. Go over there, join Gene Rayburn once again for your shot at the big money. You know where to go. Okay. We have to say goodbye, Chip Lieberman. Yeah, she made some critical decisions today at certain points where she disagreed or contradicted the celebrity, and it worked out for her. You're an excellent challenger. She's leaving here with a total of, the printout says $25. Anybody got it? Hold on. $125. Congratulations, Chip Lieberman. Okay, Gene Rayburn, it's Theo.
Okay, John, here we are once again with the champ. We'll return with her in the 9 stars for a go at the big money right after this.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Okay, Gene Wood, here we go. All right. Another shot at the big money for this person here, and we wish her the very best of luck here. She's got $22,050 at this moment, right?
Right.
Okay. Another $30,000 could be hers if she gets skillful and lucky. It's a combination of both things. Here we go with the super match. We polled a studio audience not too long ago, and we said, please write down your best answer to this. Linda blank. If you choose the answer that they gave us most often, it's $1,000 for you. If you choose their second most popular answer, $500. If it's choosing the third most popular, it's $250. All right, 3 stars, one at a time, if you would, please.
Lydia.
Linda Evans.
Lydia says Linda Evans, big television and motion picture star. All right.
Bart.
What do you
Lovelace.
say,
Linda Lovelace.
Linda Lovelace. All right, you have 2 now.
Boo now, I saw 60 in the movie.
Jim.
Ronstadt.
Linda Ronstadt. All right, so you have Linda Ronstadt, Linda Evans, and Linda Lovelace. You may choose one of those or give us one of your
Evans! Evans! Go with Evans!
Linda Evans.
The voice
Linda Evans. Where did that come from? All right, Linda Evans is your choice. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. We'll first reveal the $250 response. That says Linda Lovelace. That was Bart's answer. All right?
That's all right. Y'all don't have to like him because he was right.
Boo! Now, the $500 response says Linda Ronstadt. Well, you got 2 of the 3 answers the stars gave you.
You did it. You did it.
I would assume that Linda Evans would be up there. Let's reveal the big one, if you please. It is up there. Very good. All right. Now you've got the $1,000.
You can win.
Right. There's your 1,000. You're going to choose a star now and play the head-to-head match. And after you've made your decision, that star will reveal the hidden number. Remember, it'll be a 10, a 20, or a 30. And we hope it's a 30 for your sake, because we're going to multiply that 30 by your $1,000. Time now to choose a star.
Lydia.
All right, Lydia, grab the tab and give it a yank. We haven't had a 30 in ages. We've got a 10. You are playing for $10,000. There's the big 10,000. Good luck to you. All right, Lydia, this is it. For $10,000, baseball blank. Want to take a look at it, Joyce? Baseball blank. All right, Lydia's finished. You collect the money if you match her, Joyce. Here it is. Baseball blank. What do you say?
Bat.
Baseball bat. That's one of the implements, the most important implement, perhaps, other than the ball in the game. Lydia, what do you say?
I'm sorry, Joyce. Baseball bat.
Bat! Joyce, and a way to go! We'd like to see a winner up here. $33,050 for this woman. We'll be back with Joyce, our champ and the stars, right after this. All right, let's find out now which of the stars had the big number. We can all grab the tab and give it a yank. 1, 2, 3, go. Bart Braverman had it. The big 3-0 over there.
She's crying a little bit less today, but still crying.
She's getting used to winning money. Over $33,000. We're so happy for him. We'll see you tomorrow. Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Babbitt saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive a self-cleaning electric range with a digital timing center and the exclusive no-turn speed broiling system. Broils meat on both sides at once, sealing in natural juices. Furnished by White Westinghouse. Because an incorrect answer was inadvertently accepted, the original head-to-head question was discarded and the program edited. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.
This is the battlefield for our game of speed and strategy. These are the letters which lead to victory on Blockbusters! And here's the star of Blockbusters, Bill Cullen!
Thank you. Hi. Thank you. You can do it. Hi there, players. You can save your applause. There they are. Thank you. Oh, come on. Wow. Isn't that... I don't know what you're expecting, but there's nothing that's worth that. At least nothing you're going to see here, but we are sure happy to have you here. This is Blockbusters, you know, where we set out to prove, to find out whether two heads are better than one. We never did prove that. I don't know, man, but it's fun trying. Let's take a look at our current champion. She is Gene Visich. Thus far, she has won $2,100. Welcome back, Gene.
Thank you,
Gene has all kinds of things. You're a professional baseball player. I like that.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I can still catch.
Can you? What position did you play?
I was a left-handed first baseman because I liked Dolph Camilli.
Dolph Camilli, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Gus Seward. Remember Gus Seward?
Oh, yeah, Pittsburgh, right.
Johnny Mize was a first baseman.
Oh, yeah,
a pretty
that
good
he
one.
was.
Who was Bill Terry?
He was with the Giants.
He was with it. Well, you excuse us. We're just going to mention names.
Right,
Homer Spargo.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Gotcha, right? Gotcha.
St. Louis?
No, he was a kid I went to school with in Pittsburgh. But
I was
he
close.
Was great red-headed
I was
kid. You were close. St. Louis, not bad. Anyway, Gene's been doing very, very well here, and we got a great match going because so far it's all tied up with one game apiece, and Gene's opponents are a mother and daughter team. The mother is Maggie Furtado, and the daughter, Monica Marciano. Welcome, you two. Maggie has a bar, if I recall correctly.
That's right.
What else about you, Maggie?
Well, I started out after high school as a singer, got married and had 3 children and gave that up and spent about 20 years in restaurant management. Decided I'd raise the kids, go back to singing. I bought a bar. I figured I've got job security. I can't be fired. I may go broke.
That's more fun than baseball, I think, the way you tell it. And Monica Marciano is a brother-in-law of the famous Rocky Marciano, right, Monica?
Right.
There we are. We got everyone. Anything you want to tell us, Monica?
Well, I just recently moved to Massachusetts. I've been born and raised in California. I've written one unpublished novel, and I'm working on another one. And I have a little boy, Tony Marciano, that you can be looking for in sports, maybe in about 18 years or so.
I hope so. Fighter?
Yeah, fighter, a lot of other things.
I'll mention a fighter. Mose Butch. No?
Someone else you went to school?
No, Mose Butch was I did that already. Oh, Mose Butch was a left-handed bantamweight from Pittsburgh who once had a shot at the championship, friend of my father's. I just realized I made a mistake. I said you were the brother-in-law of Rocky Marciano. Anyone can tell by looking at no brother-in-law she by a short shot. Okay. Let's get to this bit. This is the tie-breaking game, and the red represents our solo player, the white represents our family pair. Each team has won a game and picked up $500, and this one is for the match. Let's see, Gene, you were about to pick. You came up with the last correct answer. Gene's our solo player, so where to? Well, look at that board, would you?
Let's try the M, Bill.
Okay, that will get Gene close, but not close enough. Meantime, that's something that Maggie and Monica want, too, because that'll be moving along in that. Look what happens. If Maggie and Monica pick up the M, that's it. Game and match, right? No, no, it's not. No.
Oh, don't
No,
tell
there's
me
a
that.
boy. Did I
wouldn't
scare
have picked
Eugene,
it.
huh?
Yeah.
Eugene is a town in Oregon I went to school with. I don't know what that's for. Here comes an M question. The significance of the answer is nil. Except it will help whoever gets it. Question. What M is the most popular cocktail? Gene?
Martini?
Very good. Martini is right in the United States. All right, I'm looking at the board now because I had a little wrong last time. Where are you going this time, Gene?
Let's try the O, Bill.
Now, you know what happens if if Gene gets the O, that's game and match. Maggie and Monica, you want to block here. Boy. Question. O answer. Possible game and match. What O does TV detective Nero Wolfe collect? Maggie?
Orchids.
Orchids is the right answer, Maggie, and that's a good block. Well, that changes the complexion. And the rest of that question are usually a florist's most expensive flowers. Maggie, where are you going?
The letter K.
Look at that. The letter K. That won't hurt anyone. Could help either team, though. So here comes the K question. What K has a name that comes from the Hindustani word for dust and is the color soldiers wear? Yes, Gene.
Khaki.
Khaki is the right answer, and that goes to the solo player.
Let's try the N, Bill.
The letter N. If the solo player gets the N, it's game and match. Maggie and Monica, you want to block. Question N. What N is where Cain fled? Maggie.
Nod.
Nod is the right answer, and you got it. Cain fled to Nod after he allegedly killed Abel. All right, there's the board. Where are you going, Maggie?
The letter P.
Well, P is going to be the one that does it, one way or another. The team that gets the P wins the game and the match. So be quick, but be careful. Question. What P do you get when you mix red for the game of the match?
Pink.
And white. Pink is it. Gene, you've done it again. Good match. Congratulations, Gene. You were
Thank
up
you, Bill.
against one great team there.
They were
Maggie and Monica.
terrific.
It could have, what do they say, a radio quiz show or television quiz show takes a funny bounce, and it did in this case. You do leave us, Maggie and Monica, with our thanks and $500. Thank you very kindly. You stay around there. Gene will give you a shot at $5,000 additional in a moment, but right now we're going to watch these words, or listen to these words and watch those things. Welcome back. Happy to have you back. All ready to go, Gene?
I'm all set,
Got
Bill.
$2,600 after having played a match against a sensational team.
They
were
certainly
very,
were.
very good.
Yes.
You know what happens now. I push the magic button, a hickey flies open, and then you come over here. Well, let me show you how. I push the button. Come on over here. We're going to give you a shot at another $5,000 on Gold Run. There you go. Good luck again. Got your good luck charms there.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. You can make 26. You can add 5 to that right now. You know what happens. You start at the left side. You make a path, and the moment you connect the gold to the gold, that's it. $5,000. If you miss, we throw a block up. But because some of the questions are easier, you should be able to make your way around. And if you get completely blocked out, keep going because you get $100 for every right answer. Put 60 seconds up by Gene, please. There they are. Gene, the clock will begin when you tell me where you want to start, and good luck to you.
C, Bill.
Grows up to be a butterfly.
Caterpillar.
Sure.
B.
Its capital is Sofia.
Bulgaria.
Correct.
R.W.
Pam Dauber's co-star.
P.R.
His family name is Grimaldi.
P.P.
Petunia's boyfriend.
Porky Pig.
Mhm.
Y.R.
China's longest waterway.
Yangtze River.
Right.
IDL.
Passes through the Bering Strait.
International date line.
Right.
K.
Nicknamed the Sunflower State.
Kansas.
That's all there is to it. You did it. 21 seconds left. 21. Very good, Gene. That's all right. That is all right, Gene. Boy, once you recalled International Dateline, you were moving, Gene. You had 21 seconds left on the clock. You only had a couple of misses. PR, I know you're going to know. His family name is Grimaldi. Have you thought of that yet?
Prince Rainier.
Prince Rainier, that's right. And R.W., Pam Dauber's co-star, Robin Williams.
I don't know Pam Dauber.
Oh, she's Mork and Mindy.
Oh, well,
that's
I never
Mork and Mindy. So anyway, look at that. You have another $5,000, a total of $7,600. Go on back, get ready to meet another couple of players, and we'll be back here to give you that shot. Right now, let's watch this, please. Good thing. We always talk about the handicap deliberately designed into the show, whereas the solo player only needs to get 4 right answers and the family pair 5. I don't know about that handicap, but boy, if this were a weight match, you would be out. You wouldn't have a chance, Gene. Let us say to, hey, it's a brothers team. They are Don and Bob Burt. Welcome, fellas. Good to have you here. Thank you. We haven't had a couple of brothers on the show for some time. Bob, you're the captain, I see. Tell us about you.
Bill, I'm married. I have 2 children, Aaron and Kevin, and my hobbies are fishing and skiing and thoroughbred horses, but I have a great job, Bill. I'm a football coach at Cal State Fullerton University.
Are you really?
Yeah, and it's a great job. Work with great people.
Good. Yeah, we got Jean's a sport fan too. I suppose you know that. She's an ex-baseball player. Right. Are you head coach or?
I'm defensive coordinator, Bill, and the guys on the staff, by the way, asked me to make you an honorary member of our coaching staff.
I'll be very happy to. Boy, I don't know much about, the theory, but I'm very good at halftime speeches.
It enables you to do some interesting things.
We had a thing about Newt Rockney yesterday who said, what was that, Bob, our producer?
Dumb.
Yeah, the lineman has to be big and dumb, but to be a back, you just have to be dumb.
Right. That's not really true anymore. Maybe to be a coach. Well, we'll see how I do in this game.
I'm not going to argue with you, Bob. If you say it's not true, friends, that's wrong. That's what you played football, did you? You look like you
not
played.
Very well, but I played.
What position?
I played offensive center.
Let's say hello to your brother Don here. Hi, Don.
Hi, Bill.
What do you do?
I'm a California Highway Patrol officer.
Oh.
With the Riverside office.
Uh-huh.
I'm married.
Is that for Riverside, the Highway Patrol, or the fact that he's married? A little of each. And what else, Don?
I'm married. I have 3 beautiful children.
Uh-huh. Is a story I heard from our staff. Bob, is it true? I heard a story from our staff. First of all, tell me, is it true, Bob?
It's definitely true, Bill.
He's
a dedicated peace officer.
Dedicated peace. You folks who were cheering for Don a moment ago, Bob, tell him about what Don did.
He gave me a ticket.
Did you deserve it?
Yeah.
Don said yeah. You know something, Don? I don't blame you. If I were a highway patrolman and I had a brother, I would give him a ticket if it was the last thing I ever did, just for the laugh.
He picked on me for years. I got that.
Right. I'd follow him on my motorcycle into the bathroom everywhere he went.
That's just about what he did.
Sure. Pull over there to the closet. I'm going to write you up. Anyway, you guys know how this works, don't you?
Yes.
Wish you good luck and happy to have you guys here. Gene, you've all met.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we begin this game with the letter C. Answer starts with a C. Question: what C is a fish with whiskers? Or that's Dawn.
Catfish.
Catfish is right.
All right.
Good start there. The rest of that question, picture Mr. Hunter, catfish. You would have known that part, wouldn't you, Gene? Where are you going, Dawn?
Let's try the N.
Okay, the letter N for the family pair. Question: what N is the #1 maker of crackers? And that's Bob.
Nabisco.
Nabisco is the right answer.
Right.
Wow. In the United States. Well, now, where to, Bob?
Let's go to S, Bill, please.
Letter S. Answer starts with an S. What S is the taste that most people detect
Sugar?
Nope. I'll repeat it now for either Bob or Don. Raise your hand. What S is the taste that most people detect at the front of the tongue? Bob.
Salt.
Nope. The answer is sweet. The taste sweet, I suppose, as opposed to a thing. At the front of the tongue. Well, we come up with another S question. Everybody hang in there. What S are the upright posts that help hold up the walls of a house? Or, Bob.
Studs.
Studs is the right answer, Bob. You got it. I like the whole question. I gotta read the whole question. They hold up the walls of the house, or what guys at single bars think they are. There you are.
That's how I got the answer.
Pull over to the bar. I'm going to give you a ticket. Where are you going, Bob?
I'll take a W, please.
Okay, W here. Answer starts with W. Here comes the question. What W is a kind of rifle, or Don?
Winchester.
Winchester is the right answer.
All right.
Full question is, what W is a kind of rifle, or guys at bars think they are? Worked last time, I figured I'd try it again. What the heck? No, or an English cathedral. English cathedral, Winchester. Well, now look where you guys are. Don, your pick.
Let's try D for Don.
I'm not surprised, Don. D question, if the family pair get it, it's a game for them, and $500. Question. What D is a brand of detergent, or...
Dash?
Dash is the right answer, Gene. You got in there just in time. Or a 100-yard race. So Jean finally got the ball now, and she gets a choice. But don't pick yet, Jean, because we have to take care of some business right now. So if you'll excuse us, we'll go out and rustle up a few bucks. Okay, we'll pick this thing up where we were here. I get letters from people ask questions like, how do you get started in television, which incidentally is very difficult to answer. None of the questions like, what does a producer do? Well, I don't know about other ones, but our producer's Bob Sherman, and during those commercials, he was imitating a trombone for the audience.
Not very good.
Not very good at all. All right, Gene, you were the last one to score. Where are you going?
Let's try the K, Bill.
Okay, now Gene's going to try to change that direction, and of course our family pair wants to get up around there and make the connection too. Answer starts with a K. Everybody ready? What K is the shared last name of Diane, Gene,
Keaton,
and Buster? Keaton is the right answer. That's good. Look at Gene come on like a house afire. Where to?
Oh, please.
Every time there's a move like that, the path for our family pair team gets longer. Here comes an O question. What O is a small wine keg, or is a span of 8 musical, Gene?
An octet?
Notes. Octave is the right answer. You did it again. What did you say?
Octet?
Oh, no. Sorry about that. I did say the answer. We will just, sorry about that. The answer was incorrect. The answer was octave, O-C-T-A-V-E. You gave me the wrong answer. I misheard it and thought it was right and said octave, and thereby giving the right answer. So what we do in a case like that, hopefully no one has been hurt, we come up with another O question. Everybody ready? New O question for that O spot, of course. What O has the family saying, family first, John? Time, I gotta read it now for Gene. Gene, what O has the family saying, family first, religion second, and business third? Don't help, please. Osmond, the Osmond family. Okay. Did you have it, Dawn? It just didn't come to you, huh? Okay, we come up with another O anyway. Everybody ready now. What O was an early 50s rhythm and blues group, or is... Bob?
The Olympics.
Nope. Repeat it now for Gene. What O was an early 50s rhythm and blues group, or is Baltimore's baseball team?
Orioles.
Orioles. I knew you'd do that. Well, where to, Gene?
We'll try the M, Bill.
Naturally, and if Gene gets the M, that's game one and $500. So Bob and Dawn, do not be dismayed. You're playing very well. See if you can't block. M question. What M is the state named after the Spanish word for mountainous? That's Dawn.
Minnesota.
Nope, repeat it for you, Gene. State named after the Spanish word for mountainous.
Montana.
Montana is the right answer. That's game one for Gene Bissett. Okay, Gene. Boy, Gene, you came from way back behind there and picked up $500. That's game one. The match takes 2 games in order to win a match. And we'll be back in just a moment. Watch this, why don't you, please? Okay, thank you, Dawn and Bob. We'll be back again tomorrow and give you two guys your chance to tie this up. Gene, our thanks to you, too. Be with us tomorrow. I think you'll like what happens here. I'm not sure of that, but I think. Bye.
Some of our contestants will receive Get the refreshing taste of Lipton lemon-flavored instant tea. It's tea and natural lemon flavor. Lipton tastes great. And Bed Sack, new idea in bed covering, provides luxury upholstery for your old mattress or box springs and protection for new, furnished by Bed Sack. And Gino's Party Special Pizza with a crisp and tasty crust you can trust, plus the flavor shaker. Gino's in your grocer's freezer. And bake someone happy with Betty Crocker Frosting Mix. Delicious flavors like coconut pecan, real coconut crunchy pecans. Betty Crocker Frosting Mix makes great tasting frosting. And funny things, great tasting delicious fruit flavors that kids love. Easy pour pouch makes 2 quarts. Convenient sized can with measured scoop of flavor seal lid makes 8 quarts. And new Renews and adjustable air freshener lasts 25% longer. Open it a little or a lot. It all depends on the odors you've got. And a representative of our studio audience will receive Louver Drape vertical blinds. Choose from over 100 new fabric colors and patterns. A modern window covering designed for easy care that rotates and traverses to control light and heat. Furnished by Louver Drape. This is Bob Hilton speaking for Blockbusters, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Band, horns up!
Dust off your pom-poms, it's College Week on Hollywood Squares! Starring George Lopez, Carmen Electra, Howard Stern's Baba Booey, Survivor winner Brian Heidick, Kathy Griffin, The Soprano Steve Sharippa, Martin Mull, Joan Rivers, and this week's Center Square, Simon Cowell. And your host, Tom Bergeron.
Thank you, Jeffrey Tambor. Thank you, everybody. Great audience here. It is our annual college tournament on Hollywood Squares. Here's how it works. 14 students from colleges all over the country are competing for savings bonds, cash, a car, and a trophy. Each day, 2 of our schools will be playing to become one of the 4 highest scorers. Who will then, now you're writing this down, right? Who will then compete in the semifinals? The 2 semifinal champs move on to the finals, where the winner will receive our shiny new Hollywood Squares trophy, maybe win a brand new Jeep Wrangler convertible. Here to start us off representing NYU is Tara Donnelly. Welcome, Tara. How are you? Good to have you here. And from University of Southern Florida, Dexter Anglade. Welcome, Dexter. Good to see you. Now, you guys know you're college students. This is only tic-tac-toe. That part's easy, but you have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the squares. In the case of Simon, he just may be so brutally honest with you, he'll drop into a fetal position. That's your option. First game is worth $1,000. Who won the coin toss backstage?
I did.
Tara, you start.
Simon Cowell, please.
Simon Cowell from American Idol 2 on Fox. Welcome, Simon. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
First, he was known as Prince. Then he was known as a symbol. Then he was the artist formerly known as Prince. What's he known as now?
The artist who formerly sold records.
Simon, you are brutal.
Okay, ex-Prince.
I agree.
No, it's just Prince. He said ex-Prince, so X gets the square there. Dexter, break for you.
I'll go with Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. All right, Kath. Your husband has jock itch. Can you catch it from him?
Is this what passes for dinner conversation at your house, Tom?
Yeah, well.
That's inappropriate. By the way, nice Menendez shirt there.
Thank you so much.
Like you killed someone.
And the hair's mine, too.
Terrible. All right. Can you catch jock itch from your husband?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to guess and say yes.
I disagree.
No, you can. It's a fungal infection. Women can get it, too. It doesn't discriminate. So Circle gets the square there. Break for you, Tara.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Gary Dell'Abate from the Howard Stern Show. Good to have you back, Gary.
NYU.
I'm good.
Good. I said NYU.
You know, when you're in college, the hearing's the first thing to go. If you're an art fan, you know who modestly titled his book Diary of a Genius. Who was it?
I know this. My wife is an art history major from FIT in New York, and it's Salvador Dali.
I'll agree.
Hello, Dali. Yes, that's right. Circle gets that one. All right, Dexter.
I'll go with Martin Mull for the block.
Martin Mull for the block. All right, Martin. Travis Tritt has one named for him in Georgia. Tina Turner's is in Tennessee. And now one bears Andy Griffith's name in North Carolina. What are they?
Well, if it's what I think it is, then some lucky guy gets to say I live up at the end of Tina Turner. It's a street.
I disagree.
Actually, it's a highway. A street is acceptable, so can't give you that one, Terry. You have to earn it yourself.
Okay. Martin Mull for the win,
I
please.
thought you might, and $1,000. When explorer Marco Polo returned to Italy, he brought back pasta from where?
He brought it back from China.
I'll agree.
China, yes, that's right. Circle gets it. And the win for $1,000. We've got a $1,000 secret square game on our college tournament right after this. Stick around.
Let's go! Times Square!
You know, I cut one big class. You know, I cut college out completely. You know, I only went to high school. So, but I dreamt of college. You know, it's not easy for a guy who thought that SAT was Saturday, you know.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Squares, day one of our college tournament. We're going to get to a secret square game in just a moment. Let's give our contestants a chance to tell you about themselves and their school. Tara Donnelly.
Hi.
Hi, Tara. How are you? Tell us about yourself and your college.
I'm a sophomore. I go to New York University in New York, New York. I'm on the equestrian team there, and I'm a medieval and Renaissance studies major. And every summer I volunteer for a camp for handicapped kids.
Wonderful. Good to have you here, Tara. Dexter Anglade, Mr. X, tell us about yourself and your school.
Well, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I attend the University of South Florida as a computer engineering major. And I'm also paying my way through school as an accounts payable processor with a major soft drink company.
All right, good enough. Good to have you both here. Going to play a $1,000 secret square game, and here's what's in the secret square stash today.
Tap your Gucci, it's a tour of Rome!
Kon-Tiki Holidays, the travel company exclusively for 18 to 35-year-olds. You and a guest will explore the eternal city of Rome on a 14-day European discovery tour. Kon-Tiki offers vacation packages throughout the world. Check out their website at kontiki.com. Air transportation provided by Virgin Atlantic Airways, worth $3,500.
All right, Jeffrey, thanks. Let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Now you know. Tara, you won the first game. You start.
Simon Cowell, please.
Simon from American Idol. Simon, were more votes cast during the TV run of the first American Idol or for George W. Bush in the 2000 presidential election?
What's more important? American Idol.
American Idol.
I'll disagree.
100 million for American Idol, only 50 million for W.
Oh.
X gets the square. Dexter?
I'll go with George Lopez.
George Lopez stars in the appropriately titled George Lopez Show. Wednesday nights on ABC. Great to have you here, George.
Thank you, Tom.
2 zookeepers in Germany have been suspended from their jobs and are under police investigation for doing what to their animals?
Turning the petting zoo into a heavy petting zoo? I'll say eating them.
I disagree.
5 Tibetan chickens, 2 Cameroonian sheep. Eating them, yes. Circle gets that one. Tara.
Joan Rivers, please.
Joan Rivers, hosting the Grammy pre-show on E! Sunday, February 23rd. Welcome back, Joan.
I'm glad to be back.
Good. On 60s TV, who could you hear say, Ward, I'm a little worried about the beaver?
Marcus Welby, gynecologist to the stars. He had a separate door. Beaver had many a different interpretation in those days. Well, that was the mother, June Cleaver.
I'll agree.
June Cleaver, Barbara Billingsley, that's right. Circle gets the square and leave it to Beaver. Dexter.
Carmen Electra for the block.
Carmen Electra starring in Baywatch, the reunion movie on Fox, February 28th. Good to see you again, Carmen.
Yes.
According to the Cook's Thesaurus, what does a male eggplant have that lets you know it's a male eggplant?
Now, I know this might be hard to believe, but I actually love to cook. And,
Yeah,
right.
so I actually do know this answer. The male has a longer stem.
I'll disagree.
A smooth, large, round navel male eggplant are better because they have fewer seeds, is what they brag about. So X gets the block there. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Our Secret Square game continues on the Hollywood Squares College Tournament after this. If I tighten these straps anymore and then try to conduct the orchestra, there'd be more than one soprano on the show, if you get my drift. Let me tell you, there's nothing like a polyester wedgie.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following. To submit a question for us to use on the air, log on to our website, hollywoodsquares.com, for more information. If we read your question on the air, we send you a nifty 100% cotton Hollywood Squares t-shirt. Back to our Secret Square game. Trip to Rome is up there somewhere, Tara.
I'll take Baba Booey, please.
Oh, that's where it would be. Yeah.
Good luck.
For the block and a trip to Rome. Here's a little video help over here, Gary. It's Hollywood Squares yearbook time. Here's a yearbook photo of a popular star. Is it Garth Brooks, Kevin Costner, or Jim Carrey?
That is Garth Brooks.
For a block and a trip to Rome.
I'll agree.
You're going to Rome. Yes. It's Garth Brooks. Circle gets it. Very good. Dexter.
Good job. I'll go with Brian from The Survivor.
Brian from Survivor, the latest Survivor millionaire from Survivor Thailand. Welcome, Brian. Christie's auctioned off a coconut shell this man drank water from after his men dumped him and left him adrift. Who is this hated man?
Well, as I'm thinking of this question, a gentleman with a beard comes to my mind. Similar look to what I had on the island. So I'd have to say
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
The pirate.
I'll agree.
Captain William Bligh, who was mutinied on the Bounty, you might remember, so circle gets that one. All right, Tara?
Kathy Griffin for the win.
For the win, Kathy Griffin. Hey, Kath, if you had Thanksgiving dinner here, you ate room temperature Dinty Moore turkey, jellied cranberry sauce, and Hostess snowballs for dessert. Where were you?
My dressing room at Suddenly Susan. I never got the food Brooke got, and I'm still bitter. No, I would say that sounds like a type of meal you'd get in prison.
In prison.
I'll agree.
No, the space shuttle. X gets a block there. You're still in this one, Dexter.
I'll go with Martin Mull.
Martin Mull. All right, Martin. At the tip of Lower Manhattan, 24 men stood under a buttonwood tree and started what?
Well, first of all, I'm so happy to see you kids in college. I just want to say. You play your cards right, it's going to be the best 12 years of your life. How many men were under the buttonwood tree, and does that matter?
24 men.
Okay.
Did to them, probably, under a buttonwood tree, and they started something.
One of them dressed like an Indian, one like a construction worker, one like a cop? Was it? I'm guessing, and I am guessing, I'm actually saying it was the New York Stock Exchange.
I'll agree.
The New York Stock Exchange. X gets the square. Plot your next move carefully, Tara.
Okay, Steve Shripper for the 5-square win.
Steve Shripper from The Sopranos.
It's about time. I'm falling asleep over here.
Yeah,
Come on.
And you know, and you're the last guy we want to get on the
Come
wrong
on,
side.
don't let me come up there, Tom.
All right. Steve, Johnny Roast Beef, Freddie No-Nose, Jimmy Two Times, just a few of the colorful characters you'll find where?
The bottom of the East River. I'm joking with you. Come on. Those are my uncles. No. Sesame Street.
Sesame Street for a 5-square win.
I'll agree.
In the movie Goodfellas. Can't give you that one, Dexter. You have to earn it yourself.
Steve Shripper for the 5-square win.
Yeah, now you're like Mr. Popular.
Oh, no, I'm needed.
Okay. In police jargon, a man who's unknown is called John Doe. What is a woman called who's unknown?
Jane Doe.
For a 5-square win.
I'll agree.
Jane Doe it is. That's it. We have a tie game. All right. Our tiebreaker game is worth $2,000. And Dexter, you start the tiebreaker.
I'll go with Simon Cowell.
All right, Simon. Simon, if you can only brush your teeth once a day, when should you do it? The morning or the evening?
Well, my advice to you after speaking to you this morning, Tom, is do it in the morning.
Oh. Hey, Tom.
The morning.
In the morning, says Simon.
I'll disagree.
In the evening, the flow of saliva slows when you're sleeping. X gets the square. Tara?
George Lopez, please.
George Lopez. All right, George. George, you're shooting craps. The numbers on opposite sides of one typical 6-sided die always add up to what?
They add up to me hitchhiking home from Vegas. 5.
I'll agree.
7.
Oh.
7X gets that one. We are out of time. Tara, you've got $1,000 in gameplay. You also won the Secret Square trip to Rome. Now, our ultimate collegiate winner is determined on total money win, so this could serve you in good stead later in the college tournament. We'll see how that works out. Good to have you with us. But in terms of playing our bonus round and being our champion for the day, you got 2 X's up there, Dexter. $2,000. You're our champion. You ready to play a bonus round with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, Dexter, bonus round. Collegiate tournament continues right after this. round time. Dexter's here as our champion with $2,000 in cash. Take a look over here at these 9 keys, Dexter. One of them's going to open this safe in which we've placed $25,000 in savings bonds. Good luck. Up to now, we found out a little bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. Here's how it works. You pick a square. I read a statement about the star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. Then at the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key, improving your odds of getting at those savings bonds. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock for our champ. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Kathy Griffin.
Kathy's never visited a zoo due to an acute fear of monkeys.
I disagree.
Right, next.
Brian.
Brian appeared in a bathtub for a Canadian candy bar commercial.
I disagree.
Wrong, next.
George Lopez.
George once won a celebrity deep-sea fishing competition.
I agree.
Wrong, next.
Baba Booey.
Gary ran the New York City Marathon in under 5 hours.
I disagree.
Right, next.
Simon Cowell.
Simon was named Sexiest Know-It-All by People magazine.
I agree.
Right, next.
Carmen Electra.
Carmen played the bongo drums on Dave Navarro's last CD.
I disagree.
Right, next.
Martin Mull.
Martin played twin brothers on Mary Hartman and Fernwood Tonight.
I agree.
Right, next. Very good, Dexter. All right. Let's go count keys. Very good. Okay. You got 5 correct answers in 30 seconds. Let's take away 5 of the bad keys. One of those 4. $25,000 in savings bonds.
All right.
Good luck.
I'm going to go for this one.
All right. Hey, Dexter, come on over here. Let's find out which key would have opened the safe this time. This one right here. However, good news, you got 5 correct answers. We're going to add $5,000 to your total. You leave us today with $7,000. We'll see if that total holds up enough to get you into the finals, because then you could be the winner of this Jeep Wrangler as well. So good luck. We'll have 2 new schools represented tomorrow. Simon, our center square, and all the stars will be back. I'm Tom Bergeron, hoping you join us as well for Hollywood Squares. Take care.
This is Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Square, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Simon, you're a pompous, egotistical, semi-tanned little man.
Why did you add in semi-tanned? That wasn't written there. That wasn't written there.
Behind these numbers is a puzzle. Can you solve it? Will plus Y plus ham. William. P plus hen. Pen. William Penn. If you can do that, you'll have a chance to win one of these 8 fabulous cars as we play Classic Concentration. And here's the host of Concentration, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Gene. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning us in once again for a half hour of Classic Concentration, and an especially warm welcome to some people from Glasgow, Scotland, who are joining us in our studio today. They're about to discover how much fun it can be watching our contestants try to solve the puzzles in order to get a chance at the cars. Let's meet our players now, shall we? Both of the people who are with us today are veterans, and the reason they are veterans is because we had an interrupted match on our last program. Let's welcome, first of all, our returning champion. His name is Michael Burakowski, and he's from Minnesota. And in case you weren't tuned in last time out, he won a brand new car, that Jeep up there. He has a total of $15,805. And if he wins this game and goes into the winner's circle, that will be your 5th and final time. You know that. Gotcha. All right, the same lady facing you today as did battle with you on our last program. Her name is Vicki Hicks, and she's from Texas originally. Hiya,
right.
Vicki. Where do you live now?
I live in Gardena, California.
Tell me truthfully, do you prefer Southern California or Texas?
Right now, since we just moved out here, I like California. I don't know if I'd want to retire here. It's too fast-paced.
All right, well, that was very diplomatic. You like it now, but you don't know if you want to make it a permanent move.
That's right.
Good for you. Let's go to work. Let's play our game of concentration. Take a look. There's our board. 25 numbered squares, 3 wild cards, and some fabulous prizes, including this one. Margie?
Agile and responsive, the Honda ATC 125 features a 125cc 4-stroke engine, 5-speed transmission, electric start button, and sealed front and rear brakes. Alex.
Don't you dare, Margie. Don't you dare take all pokey on that 3-wheeler. All right, folks, you can find that prize on the game board behind door number 15, the motorcycle. All right, Vicki, for you and Michael, 2 pieces of the puzzle about to be revealed. Number 4 and number 11. I mentioned your name first because you get to make the first selection since you're the challenger. Off you go.
Okay, let's start out in the middle again with number 13.
Good place to start. An electronic typewriter. That's a great prize.
Oh, that would be nice. And let's see if we can match that at number 22.
Nope, we got some cookware there. No match. Over to Michael.
Let's go to the top corner, number 1, please.
Barbell set.
Let's look for the other barbell set under number 19, please.
No, his and her diamond watches. We're getting a look at some good stuff here. Vicki?
Those are nice. Okay, let's look up in the other corner, number 5.
Handcrafted vase.
Okay, let's see if we can match that vase with number 9.
No, we've got cookware and the first little break in the game. Michael?
I think the cookware is under number 22.
Yep.
And the match to that at number 9.
Number 9. Nice going. You're a good player, Michael. You really are.
Thank you.
You know how to play this game. You concentrate and you remember. And it pays off. So far, it's paid off close to $16,000. Let's see what happens when we show you these 2 pieces.
Nothing yet.
All right. Pick a number.
Let's go to the bottom corner, number 25, please.
Rocking chair.
We haven't seen that yet. Maybe at number 12?
Maybe. Yep.
Right.
Yes, indeed. That's a good guess. Any significance to those 2 numbers being selected? No, just took a guess and it worked out for you? All right, another prize for you and 2 more pieces of the puzzle.
Still no guess.
All right, select.
Let's open up the bottom, number 23.
Wild card. It's always great when you start off with a wild card in your selection. Anything up there is going to match, and if you hit another wild card, it'll be $500 in cash.
I think I'd like the diamond watch under number 19.
All right. You got it. His and her diamond watches. We'll assume that Michael Borkowski, although he is single, does have a girlfriend. The natural match for that prize is at number 2. And now the prize slides into position behind us, and you get a look at 3 pieces of the puzzle. Check it out. Go again.
Let's look at number 16, please.
Another wild card. Well, you're going to retain control of the board for a little while longer.
I would like that motorcycle under number 15.
Okay. You got it, the 3-wheeler. You've already got the 4-wheel vehicle, the Jeep. You're going to have a lot of fun. You've got that Sailor, too. Let's put it up here. Oh, we'll show them first where the match is, the other one. It's at number 18, and now we'll slide it in position up here, and we'll show you these 3 pieces of the puzzle. Not yet. Michael.
Let's look at number 7, please.
Disney World Adventure. We haven't seen that
yet.
No, you're right. Don't make
number
a mistake.
24.
Don't make a mistake here. CD player. It didn't work out for you. Vicki, you were very silent there for the past few minutes. You had to be because he was in control of the board. Your turn now. Let's see if you can make it pay off.
Okay, let's see what's under number 10.
An electronic typewriter. Now, you saw that earlier.
Yeah, I sure did.
You said your husband would love that prize.
Let's see. I think that might be behind number 7.
Nope. That's the Disney World Adventure. Back to Michael.
Oh, let's take a look at 13.
Electronic typewriter.
The other typewriter's under number 10.
That's right. Vicky had selected that number 13. She went to the middle of the board, the very first selection in the game, I think. You've got 5 prizes up there, champ. Can you solve the puzzle right now? Take a look.
Christopher Columbus.
Is it Christopher Columbus? You better believe it is. That's right. Congratulations once again, 5-time champion, and you deserve it. You're a very good player. Oh, and Vicky.
I had a lot of fun. I really
you?
did. I
you know,
sure did.
and if it weren't for that one little memory lapse where you forgot that electronic
That's
typewriter,
right.
on our last program, you uncovered a computer and you said, my husband would really like that. And I thought you'd react the same way with this one and you'd keep it in mind. But let me show the folks at home right now how the champs solved this puzzle.
Good luck.
We've got K plus the arrows pointing at the wrist, Charist, plus toe, plus fur, Christopher, and a column and a bus. Column bus. Christopher Columbus. Michael, come on down here. I'll tell you about your prizes in a moment. Vicki, I'm glad you did have a good time
Oh,
with
I
us.
did.
We've got some lovely party gifts for you backstage.
Nice meeting
Goodbye.
you. Bye-bye.
And I hope you enjoy Southern California.
Oh, I will.
Got 5 more prizes to add to your winnings. Oh, boy. Here's Gene. Tell us about them, Gene.
A rocking chair, an electronic typewriter, a service merchandise gift certificate with which you may select an electric typewriter or other top name brands from our catalog or redeem at any one of our many stores furnished by Service Merchandise. And cookware, Lurk Creuset enameled cast iron cookware with Castoflon, a tough non-stick cooking surface designed for scratch resistance, furnished by Lurk Creuset, his and her diamond watches, Benris his and hers, nugget style gold tone watches, black die with 6 genuine diamonds, sweet second-hand precision quartz movement, furnished by Benris, and of course, the fun to ride motorcycle, a prize package worth $2,714.
Oh, you're building beautifully, and you'll have a giant payoff if you can win another car. You're going to have 40 seconds in which to do it when we return on Concentration right after this. Michael, since this is your last time in the winner's circle, you're a 5-time undefeated champion. I'm going to run down the list of cars for you. Maybe that'll give you a little extra luck today. We've got the IROC Z28 at the bottom, the Oldsmobile Calais right next to it. Going up one more step, we come to the Dodge Lancer, followed by the Sterling 825S, the Jeep Wrangler, that's the one you've already won, the Subaru GL, the Ford Escort, and finally the Mercury Tracer. You ready?
Deep breath, yes.
Okay, take a deep breath. Here are the 15 numbered squares. You didn't make it last time, so we've added 5 seconds to the clock. You now have 40 seconds working for you. Good luck, off you go.
1, 4.
No match.
7, 10.
No match.
13, 14.
No match.
11, 8.
No match.
5, 10.
No match.
13, 5.
That's a match.
2, 3.
No match.
11, 8.
No match.
3, 8.
That's a match.
6, 11.
That's a match.
9, 12.
No match.
4, 15.
No match.
1, 15.
That's a match. But it came a little too late.
Yep.
Hey, you have fun with us?
Had a great time.
It was worth waiting to become a contestant on this show and flying back and forth between Minnesota and California?
Worth all the effort.
Well, I'll tell you, you've got $18,500 in prizes, including that brand new Jeep Wrangler to enjoy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
We're going to come back with 2 new players on Concentration right after this. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, Gene, thank you very much. That kids tournament, it's going to be so exciting. I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm also looking forward to our next match. Let's meet the players. First of all, this gentleman in the champion seat, his name is Hal Cobb.
Yes.
Where are you from? Tell me about yourself.
I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm a minister of music. I'm married to a wonderful lady named Lisa, and we have a beautiful daughter named Chelsea.
Wait a minute, you're a minister of music?
Of music.
What does that mean?
I head up the music program at our local church.
Oh, okay. That's good. Nice having you with us. I've never heard that before.
Here.
A minister?
It's a fairly new position in churches.
All right. And your opponent is this lady, Barbie Witz. Where are you from?
I'm from Lakewood, California. I'm a California girl.
And what do you do?
I'm a blackjack dealer.
Where? Vegas?
No, like local clubs around town. It's non-gambling.
Oh, good. Are you a lucky dealer? Do people keep coming back to you and say, "Hey, Barbie, you deal for me"?
No, they say, don't take my money. Give me my money back.
Oh, you're a tough one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if you can play our game any better than the folks play your game when you're dealing the cards. Here is one of the prizes for you and Hal in this upcoming match.
You may see the universe or study land objects miles away with this powerful Meade telescope. Features 30mm wide field viewfinder, diagonal prism, and 2 type eyepieces furnished by Meade. Alex.
Margie's cheating. She's got that fake moon in there and that little star in neon. You can find that beautiful prize right here under door number 20, the T-scope telescope. 2 pieces of the puzzle being revealed for Barbie and Hal right now. 19 and 25. Barbie, you go first.
Okay, under the gun. Gotta have fun. Let's go for number 1.
I didn't follow that, but it sounded like it was good. Mini photocopier.
Mini photocopier. Let's try for the mini photocopier under number 23.
No match. That's the telescope. That copier, by the way, is just for mini photos. Hal, break for you.
The telescope is under number 20.
Yep.
And the match to that's under number 23.
I think you ought to thank Barbie for that help.
Thank you very much.
She was very kind in uncovering that prize immediately, wasn't she? All right, you've got a prize. It's in position. And now, let's reveal these 2 pieces. And they're all in the same area, so that'll be of some help.
I don't think I can guess at this point.
Then select again.
Let's try number 7.
A VCR. That's always a
VCR. Very nice. Let's go for a wild card under number 9.
New York holiday, New York trip. No match there. Barbie, over to you.
Okay, let's get to the middle. Number 13.
Gold bangle bracelet.
Ooh, I'd like a bracelet. Let's try the corner, number 21 for a match.
21, no. Video camera, another great prize. We had some good ones in this game.
Let's go up to the very opposite corner, number 5.
Anniversary clock.
I just celebrated my anniversary without the clock. Let's try number 12 for a match.
Printing calculator. Those are very practical. No match, Barbie.
Well, I'm up for a wild card. How about number 24?
All right, let's see. Nope, that's the anniversary clock. Where did you see that?
I saw it under number 5.
Yes, you did. All right, you got it. Nice going, Barbie. For a moment there, I didn't think you were going to be able to make that match, but you did. The prize is in place, and now, another 2 pieces of the puzzle.
Not yet, Alex.
All right.
Let's go with number 2.
Recliner.
I'll try for the match for the recliner under number 9.
New York holiday.
Geez, I wanted that holiday.
Yep, obviously you did.
Let's look under number 6.
New York trip.
And I want to go to New York under number 9.
Number 9, makes a match.
That's it.
Man is feeling fine. Prize is in, 2 pieces of the puzzle.
I think I'll continue on with number 18.
Wild card. You know, it's been quite a while since we've had a whole puzzle start opening up in a block the way this one is. You've got your choice now, Hal. You can go for one of the prizes. It's an automatic match, one of the prizes we've seen, or something that you think will help you solve it.
Let's try number 7. I need to open up the board.
Number 7 is the VCR. We've seen that before. Let's show you the natural match for that is a 22. And now that prize moves in up here, and you've got 3 good ones and 3 good pieces of the puzzle to assist you. Not yet. Whoa, bell. Good news and bad news. The good news is that both of you will be playing in our next match. The bad news is that only the person who rings in and solves the puzzle will get a chance to play for the cars. We're going to start revealing one at a time. As soon as you think you can solve it, ring in. Number 1. Whoa, Barbie was first.
Scatterbrain.
Is it Scatterbrain? Yes, it is. Isn't it amazing? You couldn't solve it a moment ago. By golly, just a few seconds more, and your brain came through. You're not a scatterbrain. You got it. Nice going. All right, let me show the folks at home a close-up look at this puzzle. We've got the S plus the cat, and the cat's head was showing, and that was enough, obviously, for Barbie. Scat plus all the arrows pointing at her on the towel. Scat her plus B plus the arrows pointing at the rain. Scatterbrain. And Barbie, come on down here. You're the new concentration champion. You're going to play for the car. And Hal, you don't have to go away feeling badly about this because you're going to play in our next match. So we'll see you in a little bit. But right now, you've got to think about that bonus round. Think about the anniversary clock you just won. We're going to pause for a commercial break, and we will return with the car round following this. Let's go to the circuit. Barbie Witz is our new concentration champion. And Barbie, since this is your first time in the winner's circle, you feel a little bit nervous?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to help you calm down by drawing your attention to the names of the cars.
Okay.
We're going to start at the top up here. The first car we've got up there is the Mercury Tracer. Remember that name. Then the Ford Escort, the Subaru GL, the Jeep Wrangler, the Sterling 825S, the Dodge Lancer, the Oldsmobile Calais, and finally the Chevrolet IROC Z28. Remember, 7 of them match up. 1 of them has no match. It's there for one purpose only, to cause problems for you. Don't let it happen.
I won't.
Here are the 15 numbered squares on the clock. You've got 45 seconds.
Okay.
Good luck. Off you go.
1, 2,
No match.
3, 4,
No match.
5, 1,
That's a match.
6, 2,
That's a match.
7, 8,
No match.
9, 10,
No match.
3, 10,
That's a match.
11, 7,
That's a match.
12, 9,
No match.
13, 12,
No match.
9, 13,
That's a match.
14, 8,
That's a match.
15, 12,
No match.
4, 12.
That's a match. All right, here you go. There you go. Okay. All right. Gene, tell her about this beautiful car she just won. Right down here.
Okay, Alex. Barbie, you've just won this Oldsmobile Calais 2-door coupe. Features automatic transmission and AM radio. Furnished by Oldsmobile, a prize worth over $10,700.
What do you think, Barbie? You want to go over and get a close-up look at your car? Okay, we'll do that, but first we'll pause for this commercial break. We're back.
I don't believe it.
Well, how do you feel, champ?
I feel great.
Yeah, you should. You've got $11,000 in this automobile. We'll see you on our next edition of Concentration. You too, I hope. So long, folks.
A member of our studio audience will receive Char-Broil's Woody Gas Grill, Lair Fighter Range Rock Wood Cart with trellis door storage area, richness and beauty for today's outdoor living, furnished by Char-Broil. And some of our departing contestants will receive AT&T Long Distance Gift Certificates, the gift that lets people stay close to faraway family and friends. St. Mary's Automatic Electric Blanket helps provide continuous sleeping comfort even if your room gets chilly, designed to pre-warm your bed and help save energy too, furnished by St. Mary's. This quick, how quick can you flip your pancake lovers out this quick, this quick? Light and Thirsty, the revolutionary mop with unusual cloth strips that are super absorbent and super tough. Another way, Cedar makes your life easier. New super weight baggies, double duty bags for demanding freezer and refrigerator needs. New super tough, super thick, super weight baggies. Ogilvy Home Perm, the perm with a free perm conditioner that prepares your hair to take a better perm. Ogilvy Home Perm. This is Gene Wood speaking for Classic Concentration, a Mark Goodson television production.
Every answer to every question is right here before your eyes. And now, you see it. Now you see it. And now the start
card.
Johnny. Here it goes. That's right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, our studio audience. We thank you for joining us, and at home, glad you tuned in to Now You See It, a game where the answers are right in front of your eyes. And here to play Now You See It, we have these 5 folks ready for a fight to the finish. Only one will survive the battle and take on our returning champion, who's Gary Joe McCornock. Gary Joe, welcome back. You're doing very well, my dear. So far, you've picked up $1,400 on your playing here. And, of course, maybe you'll have another crack at that solo game today. It all depends upon who survives out of those 4, whether they take you on the finals or not. You know what I'm going to ask you to do now?
Yes, sir.
Go up to the Champions Gallery and relax as I ask these 4 folks to take your places for game number 1. Their positions and partners were chosen by lot before the show, and as soon as they are seated and comfortable, we will meet and greet all 4 players. There they are. What a happy-looking group. Hi there.
Hi, Jack.
Let's start off on team number 1, the gentleman on the outside in what we call the swing chair. He's a gentleman, father of 3 from Los Angeles. His name is Bob Forst. Bob, it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you?
My pleasure.
Good. And next to you, and your partner, by the way, a homemaker from the Valley, Van Nuys to be exact, Susan Fried, spelled fried, right? Welcome to the show, Susan.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to you and Bob. Now, let's meet your opponents over there in the inside chair. Jill Schulman, and it says here you're the mother of 1 1/2. That means not too much excitement, all right? Welcome, Jill. Good luck to you. Your lovely partner, also a homemaker. She's from Torrance. Her name is Shirley Winship. To all of you, welcome. To all of you, good luck. Are you ready to play? Yes. Everybody?
Yes.
Fine. Let's bring on the big board. Now you see it. Now you don't. All right, here's what happens. In a moment or so, I'm going to ask the 2 outside players to spin around. Your backs will be to the board. I am then going to pose questions to your partners who will be facing the front. They will search for the answer on the board, and they will signal the instant they can identify the line in which the answer appears. If you are correct, I will verify that fact. Then your partner will spin around and have 3 seconds to get the position and give me the answer. And you score according to the position of the answer on the board. And when you hear this sound, that will mean it is halftime. You will then change positions with your partners for the rest of the game. All clear? And all ready?
Ready.
Yes.
All right, fine. Would the outside players spin around, please? Very good. Let's light up the board. Here's the first question. Name a leading public opinion poll. Yes, Susan.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Bob, where's the answer?
Position 1, Gallup.
That's right. Gallup poll. Originated by Mr. George Gallup. Now, that was position 3 on line 1. That totals 4. That's how we keep score. 4 points for Bob and Susan. All righty. Bob, if you'll turn around, we'll go on with the next question. Here it comes. What was the most prominent feature of Cyrano de Bergerac? Yes, Susan?
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. Bob, where's the answer?
It's position number 11, nose.
That is right, sir. 15 big points there. 4 and 11 make 15. You jump into the lead, 19-0. And here comes the next question. Name a Scottish breed of black beef cattle. Yes, indeed, Susan.
Line 2.
Line 2 is right. Bob, where's the answer?
Position number 10, Angus.
That is right. 12 more points for your team. You're up to a commanding lead now. 31-0. Jill and Shirley, you've got to get going. Here comes the next question. What kind of jacket is worn by the Eskimo? Okay, Jill.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Shirley, where's the answer?
Position 6, parka.
That's right, parka. Good for you. 9 points, and you're in the game. 31-9 is the score. Okay, here we go with the next question. What's astronaut Virgil Grissom's nickname? Well, buzzer beat you both. Let's take a look at...
Line 2.
Yeah, line 2, position 12, Gus. Gus Grissom. Boy, 14 big points. Nobody got him, though. All right, here we go with the next question. President Nixon recently learned how to play with what toy on a string? Yes, Susan.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right. Bob, where's the answer?
Position number 11, yo-yo.
That's right. 12 points for your team. Okay, That's it. That signal means halftime with a score of 43-9. We ask the outside partners to please spin around. Bob and Susan, you're leading. Now, if you change positions, please, that's fine. That's the way we'll play the second half of our elimination game. We'll play that second half right after this word. Okay, back to Now You See It. We have switched positions. We're all set to play the final half of the elimination game. Are you all set over there?
Ready.
Set. Yep. Susan and Bob have a rather commanding lead of 43-9. That means Shirley and Jill, you're going to have to play a game of catch-up. So if you're all set with the outside players, turn around, please. All right, fine. Let's light up the board. It is the same board. And here is the next question. Who did Clifford Irving claim he'd interviewed? Yes, Bob.
It's line 4.
Line 4 is right. Okay, Susan, where's the answer?
Position 2, Hughes.
Hughes, right. Howard Hughes. 6 more points for your team. Was that almost a guess? No. Oh, you saw it. All right. Sounded hesitant. Okay, here's the next question. In the Johnny Weissmuller Tarzan series, what did he call his son? Yes, Bob.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right. Susan, the answer?
Position 9, Boy.
Boy, right you are. 10 more points for your team. Oh my, there are 50 points in the lead, 59-9, Shirley and Jill. Let's see what happens here. The capital of what state is Little Rock? Yes, Shirley. Oh, not yet, Jill. Please turn around.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Now, Jill, you may turn around and give me the answer.
Kansas?
No, I'm sorry. It is position 7. Position 7, Arkansas. Arkansas was the answer. Oh, sorry. Okay, here comes the next question. What is the name for a level, treeless plain in the Arctic region? Yes, Bob.
Line 2.
Line 2 is right. Susan, where's the answer?
Position 1, Tundra.
You are right. Yes, ma'am. 3 more points for your team. 62-9 is the score. Here comes the next question. What is the second most valuable place on a Monopoly board? Yes, Shirley.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Jill, where's the answer?
Park?
Yes, Park.
Position 6.
Park Place, right you are. I should have waited for your position, but you're right. Okay, 9 points for your team. You have 18 points now. Jill, atta girl. Okay, here comes the next question. What biblical boat was filled with pears? Yes, Bob.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Susan, the answer? Oh, the buzzer beat you. It's a P-A-I-R-S, position 7. Ark. The Ark was filled with pears. Okay. Time's up. The winning team, Susan Freed and Bob Force, with a score of 62 points. A very commanding lead. Or win. Shirley and Jill, we want to thank you so much for being with us. You're lovely ladies. We have parting gifts for you backstage. We wish you good luck and goodbye. Bye-bye. Thanks for being with us. All righty, Susan and Bob, very good. You've moved up 1 step up that ladder toward that $7,000 bank. It's time now to play the semifinals. Only one of you will survive this match. Take on our champion up there, Gary Joe McCormick. Let's see who it will be when we play the semifinals right after this word. All set for our semifinals now with our 2 remaining players, Susan Freed and Bob Forst, about whom I should like to learn a little more. Susan, a few words about you, please.
I'm a homemaker, mother of 2 little boys, married to a sales manager, and I'm also a part-time student at Cal State Northridge.
Very busy at all times, I see.
Most of the time.
Okay, Bob, how about you?
Well, I'm a lobbyist for senior citizens organizations, and I have the wonderful job of being able to cuss out politicians to their faces.
Okay, Bob and Susan, good luck to you both. And of course, waiting patiently up there is the champ, Gary Joe McCormick, who in a very few moments will know who she will play in our finals. But in the meantime, Susan and Bob, you played very well together as a team, but now, as you know, you're going against each other. Sure. And as you know, we play our semifinals 1 letter at a time. The minute you think you can give me an answer, press your button, sound your signal. And the first one that scores 4 points will be the winner and go into the finals. If you are all set, let's take a look at the board. We'll light it up, and line 1 is coming up. Here is your first clue. He used to lead the heroes. Letter. 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 I can't give you the next one because it's Hogan. Hogan used to lead the Heroes. Remember Hogan's Heroes? Oh, boy. Neither one of you got it? All right, we go on. Here's your next clue. A training place for heroes. Letter. Letter. Yes, Susan.
Annapolis?
Yes, ma'am. Annapolis is right. And you get the first point. On your way to 4, you hope. All right, 1-0 is the score. Here's your next clue. A body in the water. Island. Sorry, wait a minute, folks. I blew that. Did you hear me? Instead of saying letter, I said island. So we're going to skip it. You know, I start playing the game. That's my problem. I'm playing it with them. Okay, that's out. Let's go to the next line, please. Jack, don't look at the right side of the page until you have to. All right, here's the next clue for you, too. A round trip to nowhere. Letter. 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 Yes, Susan.
Carousel.
That's right. Yes, ma'am. Round trip to nowhere, carousel.
I know.
Okay, 2-0 the score. Let's see what happens now. Here comes your next clue. Doesn't happen very often. Yes, Bob.
Seldom.
Yes, sir. You got it. Seldom. Right on. Now he's in the game. The score is 2-1. And here comes your next clue. A family affair. Letter. Yes, Bob.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, that gives you a free guess, Susan.
Domicile?
Nope.
That's one.
Nope. Okay, here we go with another letter. Letter. Okay, you got it. Right on the buzzer, Susan.
Mafia?
That's it. Mafia. Family affair. Okay, Susan needs only one more point to go into the finals. Bob, you have to go to work. You need 3. Here's the next line, and here is the first clue. He danced before the Senate. Letter. 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 Yes, Bob.
Murphy.
Yeah, right. Senator Murphy was a hoofer dancer before he was elected a senator. Now the game is tightening up. It is 3-2. And here comes your next clue. Just another old plug. Letter. Letter. Yes,
Dobbin.
Bob. Pardon?
Dobbin.
I'm sorry, I did.
Dobbin.
No, no. Give you a free guess, Susan.
No idea.
Okay, we'll go back, and here's another letter. 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 Yes, Susan, right on it.
Hydrant.
Pardon?
Hydrant.
That is right. Yes, ma'am. You did it. Hydrant. Fire plug. Another old plug. The winner is Susan Freed with 4 points. Congratulations. Bob, we thank you for being with us here on Now You See It. We have a nice prize for you backstage. We'll give you goodbye. Good luck, sir. So long, Bob.
Thank you.
Susan, you did it. You made it to the finals. You now have a chance to beat our champion, go for that $7,000 bank. And speaking of the champ, Gary Joe, time to come on down. Go to the desk, see if you can defend your title against Susan Freed. We'll be back to play the finals of Now You See It right after these words. All set now for the finals. Meeting head-to-head, we have the winner of today's competition, Susan Freed, and our champion, back when $1,400 richer, by the way, is Gary Joe McCormick, who yesterday, after she won, made a cute statement. She says, golly, if I win again tomorrow, your line.
I'm going to feel like a co-hostess on the show.
Well, we're going to find out in a few minutes if you're going to get another go at that solo game. In the meantime, we're about ready to play. Are you ready?
Ready.
Both of you. All right, good luck to you both. Let's bring on the finals board. Now you see it. Now you don't. Okay, as you know, in the finals, you play without partners. I want you to sound your signal when you think you can identify the line that contains the correct answer. If you're right, you can then go on to give me the position and the answer. And we'll play until the time's up signal is sounded. The player who is ahead will, of course, be the winner and go to the solo game. So if you're all ready, let's light up that board again. And here is your first question. Nashville, Tennessee is the birthplace of a country music show called... Yes, Gary Joe.
Line 1.
Line 1 is right. And the answer?
Position 1, Opry.
Right you are. 1 and 1 adds up to 2, and that's your answer. Nashville, Tennessee is the birthplace of a country music show called Grand Ole What? And she got it. 2-0 the score. Here comes the next question. In poker, what are 5... Yes, Gary Joe.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. And your answer?
Position 3, flush.
You are right for another 7 points. I was going to ask, what are 5 cards of the same suit called? But you beat me to it. All right, score 9-0. Here comes the next question. What dictator just took power again in Argentina? Yes, Susan.
Line 2.
Line 2 is right. And the answer?
Position 8, Perón.
That is right. 10 points for you. On that one, you go into the lead by 1 point. All right, we have a tie. We're going 10-9. Here comes the next question. Who wrote the hit play Abe Lincoln in Illinois? Yes, Gary Joe.
Line 4.
Line 4 is right. The answer?
Position 6, Sherwood.
That is right. Robert Sherwood, 10 points for you. You now lead 19-10 in this game. And here comes the next question. In the stock market reports, what name is always linked with Jones? Yes, Gary Joe.
Line 1.
That is right. And your answer?
Position 11, Dow.
That is right for 12 big points. 31-10 is the score in the finals. Our champion is leading, and here comes the next question. What metallic element is nicknamed Quick? Yes, Gary Joe.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. And the answer?
Position 8, Mercury.
You are right. 11 more points for you. What metallic element is nicknamed Quicksilver was the complete question. Okay, here is the next question with a score of 42-10. What American billiard player won 46 world titles? Buzzer beat you both. Let's take a look at line number 2, position number 5, Hoppy. Willie Hoppy. Willie Hoppy. Neither one of you knew it? All right, here we go, 42-10. That's it, still champion with 42 points, Gary Joe McCornack. Okay, very good. Congratulations, Gary Joe, and Susan, also congratulations to you. Now just hope that this lady breaks the bank, because if he does, you'll come back tomorrow. Okay, Gary Joe, it's time for you to come up here and play solo for that jackpot of a bank of $7,000 today, and you'll be playing solo, all by your lonesome, right after these words. We'll be right back. And here we are with our reigning champ, Gary Joe McCornack, who so far has won $1,400 on the show. And today we'll be playing for $7,000. It's in the bank. And as you know, Gary Joe, the solo game is played against the clock. You'll have 60 seconds to give me 10 answers. I want you to know the board will appear down here. When you've spotted the answer, circle it and call it out so that we can verify it on the screen. There's your magic pencil. Get all 10 answers, and you'll win $7,000. If you don't get them all, however, and as you know, you'll receive $100 for each correct answer you get along the way. Now, if at any time you want me to pass a clue and come back, you know, simply say pass, and we'll do just that. Right now, take a look at the board. The clock will start when I give you the first clue, and here it is. Locale of a prize fight.
Ring.
Right. Navy Admiral.
Pass.
A famous baby food.
Oh, where is it? Pass.
Composer of Rigoletto.
Verdi.
Right. Pistol inventor.
Derek?
No, that's not it. I go on to Japanese dwarfed plants.
Bonsai.
Right. German philosopher.
Kant.
Right. Disney character.
Dumbo.
Right. Name associated with Marcus.
Where is it? Pass.
Metallic element.
Tungsten.
Right. Going back now. Navy Admiral.
Pass.
A famous baby. Oh, time is up, but you got 6 correct answers. Another $600. You're now a winner of $2,000 on the show. $2,000 so far. Okay, Gary Joe, shall we go back to the board and pick up the ones you missed? Okay. The Navy Admiral is Admiral what? Rickover, yes. Okay, a famous baby food is milk.
I was looking for Gerber.
Well, I thought maybe you were. Okay. He left on an early train. Okay, pistol inventor. Derringer. Right you are. And the other one was name associated with Marcus is Neiman. Neiman Marcus, the famous department store in Dallas. Okay, you're now up to $2,000, Gary Joe, and also the right to come back again tomorrow. We're adding another $1,000 to the bank. That means that $8,000 will be at stake for you and the other players. You'll be competing, as by the way, against 4 new players on the show tomorrow in a game of survival of the fittest on Now You See It. Until then, Jack Norris saying so long for Now You See It. Bye-bye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Now You See It, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Love of Life, next over most of these CBS stations.